Clap, 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 clap. It's your boy Plebs with another podcast episode. We're actually recording an hour late, which is better than our last recording. Our last recording was 3 hours late, and we ended at 3, and it was a very fucking long night, as you can tell. Very excited today. I have another anticipated guest. I was gonna have him earlier on, but he decided to have a job and become a responsible adult. It's my boy Raymundo. Raymundo, how you doing, buddy?
First of all, that intro was shit. Anyways, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I have you on my show.
No, dude, I
show, and you disrespect me in the first fucking 2 minutes.
Bro, this is how I am. You know me. Bro,
that is true. And
what if I never disrespect? Yeah,
we can't forget our dedicated guest of the episode, my boy Sebastian. How you doing, Sebastian?
Doing great. Always here as usual.
Here.
You sound like you don't want to be here.
No, dude, I'm excited.
Yeah, baby.
Woo! Yeah, Sebastian did the intro. Woohoo!
Okay. Wow, you actually introduced him as dedicated guest rather than co-host.
Yeah. Shut up! All right.
I'm pretty sure last time it was co-host, but like,
was it really?
I think so.
Comment section. Comment down in the comments to comment of what you think I said last episode.
There's been stuff going behind the scenes, you know. I'm actually taking his job.
I'm beefing with Sebastian. That's
yeah. And he doesn't know that, but I'm taking his job.
This is technically an interview for Raymundo to Ray to see if he can take Sebastian's jobs, but he doesn't know. Well, now he knows. But like, I was beefing with Sebastian because
he sucks.
Oh, I was trashing on his favorite game.
He was trashing my favorite game. He's over here.
Honey Pop.
Saying that Honey Pop. No, Sebastian actually really enjoyed Honey Bob. Yeah, it was just Sebastian was trashing on my game, man. I was like, "The fuck, dude!" Be like, "Smash is a elite game and stuff," and you know, there's very little things that piss me off in this world. Number 1, a Kame got kill. Number 2, Smash players, and number 3, the day I decided to get my dog. Those are the 3 things that really piss me off. So,
which dog, Poncho or Chops?
Chops.
Oh,
stupid German cunt.
Whoa. That's cut.
I love you. No, it's not cut. What do you mean?
What do you mean that's not cut?
I'm not cutting that.
All be, bro.
I'm doing it.
Chops. You know Chops, bro. Freaking.
You know how much time that's gonna take? I don't have the budget for that. My mic is standing on a book. Yeah. I bought this mic stand and then I broke it because of reasons that I'm not allowed to disclose over the podcast. And then I have a book here that I bought for $30, which could have been used to buy a new mic stand, but instead I bought this book. And then Chops decided to destroy the book. He mushed it up. He chewed it like it was a piece of shit. And now I use that as my mic stand. So yeah.
Okay.
Now you can see why.
I was genuinely gonna be like, did you really spend $30 on a book to just use as a mic stand?
Well, now it is.
Just got an actual mic stand.
Yeah, I could have gotten it, but I bought the book and then he destroyed it, and now I got to use it as a mic stand because the book is fucked up.
I want to picture your setup is just a beat up desk and it's just a duct tape around the mic and book, just like it's like, all right, I'm ready for the podcast.
I'm not that smart. I just put the book vertically and I just put the mic on top of it, and that's about it.
Wow, so creative.
It also works. I'll probably put a picture up. Yeah.
I low-key want to see it now.
Yeah, I'll put a picture up.
It's pretty.
It's trash.
Pretty bad.
It's actually garbage. I hate it.
It's doggy doo-doo. It's actual trash.
You should see his mouth fast.
Shut up!
Wait, I should see his what? Wait, it's what?
My mouse pad.
His mouse pad.
Okay.
Why
I
is
don't want future people to leave. I don't want this to come up in a Twitter. But I don't have your average mouse pad, Raymond.
Okay. All right. I already know what it is.
What is it?
A big schlong.
Okay.
Sorry.
I was about to be like, if you actually guessed it, no, it's the Book of Mormon.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
I have the Book of Mormon. I
think someone's going to be very upset with you. We know somebody who is.
To verify that I actually do have the Book of Mormon, if you go to page 272, Alama 25, 14, 26, 5, chapter 26. Amongst glories in the Lord, the faith are strength by the Lord, and are given knowledge. I'm not gonna read more because
Yeah, I didn't sign up for this shit.
Yeah, I'm not a fucking Mormon commentator. All right,
but I can confirm for English.
Yeah, that is literally what they're called, Mormon commentator. Yeah, man. That's
anyway, completely off topic now. I just want to bet everybody get.
Oh, that's right. There's topics.
Yeah, there's topics. No, it's just three random cucks talking about random shit.
Really?
Which I know.
I thought that's what this was.
I saw that on my on the one comment I had yesterday.
You have someone actually watching this,
dude? I have a following, man.
Your mom doesn't count. All right.
People. My mom didn't make 6 different accounts, Raymond. 6 different people. I can check.
She only made 2.
Get it right. My grandma.
Seabass doesn't count either.
Shut up! Sebastian doesn't even watch the podcast.
Oh shit! How does he know?
I can tell. I can see who watches it. He hasn't watched a single episode except the mic.
Hey, I watched the first 3. I saw the first 3. All right.
Wait, can you actually tell who's watching?
Yeah, it tells you like, oh, this person, this person, and this person.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, also last episode, the thing from that I'm trying to pick up shit from the last episode. I forgot my boy actually had a YouTube channel. Look up equals 11. I will probably put it in the description. Let me write it in my book because I forget. Because I'm an old person at heart. I have my.
I like how you're referring to our previous guest when we have our new one right here.
I know. It's just that I forgot, and this shit is really, it's really funny. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, Raymond.
Yeah.
Could I plug your streaming channel on this?
Wait, do you actually want to do it?
Well, yeah, it's that Asian gamer. I'll be expecting. I will be expecting that $5 in PayPal. So that Asian gamer, he streams a bunch of games that I don't watch, which is not an insult. It's just that I don't watch those games. So,
sounded like an insult.
Yeah, now that I don't have a reason why.
Pop too, you know.
No, you didn't. I checked.
Really?
You stream Overwatch 1 season 26.
27 to be exact.
20. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know the seasons of fucking Overwatch. Fuck you.
All right, hold up. We're gonna talk about Overwatch. We're gonna talk about Overwatch now.
We're not talking about Overwatch. We're just talking about games. All right. I just.
What is Overwatch?
Boom. What is Overwatch? It's TF2, but with waifus. All right. Topic over. So.
You completely downplayed that. I'm just kidding. I was like, there's gonna be so much more. Hold up. Free information. I'm just kidding.
All right. Yeah, well, you missed a couple seasons, didn't you? It's season 27. When was the last season you played?
Season 6, but that's besides the point.
So you're 21 seasons behind.
Yo, okay, don't get so technical with me, all right? Fucking this guy over here. Anyways.
I'm joking. I've never played Overwatch.
Doesn't matter where you start. It only matters when.
Wait, what? It sounded like you said it doesn't matter when you play. It only matters when you play. It sounded like you just said.
I think I did say that, but I meant to say it doesn't matter where you. Where you start, it matters when.
Oh my fucking god, dude!
Okay.
This is a travesty. This podcast is a travesty. We should just cut it.
Don't shit your podcast episode, Raymond. I can't have my guest being like, "This is so shit." You're the fucking guest.
I'm just kidding, dude.
You know how much strings I had to pull to get you on?
Hey.
I had to call your mom 2 times.
Okay.
By the way,
Hold up.
she said
Okay,
hello.
all right. Anyway,
She said hello. It was a very nice conversation. But anyways,
yeah.
going off Raymond's mom.
Okay, all right.
She's a very nice person, and I respect a lot.
Never even fucking.
you
Going
said
back-
all right,
Going
Raymond.
back to games.
Yeah. So
Oh shit.
you're a pretty you're pretty much a gamer boy, aren't you? Huh? Very
Yes,
well
I am
versed
considered
in-
a quote unquote gamer boy.
You're a gamer boy, currently owner of Fallout 76. We'll talk about that later.
All right.
And also owner of Cyberpunk. Man, you're just
Oh,
Getting-
you're only picking the games that I've just been consistently shit on.
yeah, and you play,
That's-
and you know, I remember you being like, "Oh, Fallout 76." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's
Okay,
really
look,
good."
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I just came back from playing Fallout 76 with Wickets, and it's honestly a good time. I will say that much.
Okay,
My only issue at the moment is the frame rates. Just the way the game handles. It
Yeah.
cannot perform well. That is the only thing I'll say so far.
I can see that. I mean,
okay, yeah.
Because dude, we just started, so I'm level 4. Ricketts is level 5. And we're supposed to be doing like some menial task stuff. Like nothing too important, just like, oh, go here, go there, da. We like I didn't know this, but we could actually participate in like the end game, which is basically dropping a nuke and summoning an entire dragon into the fucking playing area. We did that twice. And we already have like 6 pairs of like legendary gear. I feel like scum, dude. We just showed up. We were just waiting. We're like, oh, cool, dude. There's the dragon, and we just stood there. They killed it. We're like, okay, let's go in now. And then we just started taking everything. It's like, dude, like that's besides the point. Anyways, I am having a good time with Fallout 76, despite what other people think.
well, I mean, that game did have a history of being pretty shit. Everybody does. Everybody does.
Everybody. I don't know if you watched
doubt.
the Internet Historian.
I was just about to bring it up. You beat me to the punch.
The Internet Historian doc. It was a rough time. It was a very rough time. I've never played a Fallout game personally, so I felt the brunt force of this fucking that was happening when the game.
You've never played a Fallout?
No, I've
game?
never played. I told you.
Me neither.
But not saying it's a bad game. I just never. Fallout was coming. I was playing Mario Kart Double Dash on the Cube.
I mean, okay, me too.
So
but
I it just never got my attention. Fallout. I'll play.
Okay, look, I will say this much. I will say this much. You should actually start off with Fallout 3.
Yeah.
Honestly. I personally don't recommend starting off with like the very first Fallout or the second Fallout for that matter. Just go straight to 3. There's no need to play the first 2 whatsoever.
Don't you get killed in the first game?
Well, both actually. I mean, I think the second game you are literally just thrown into like a trial to see if you're worthy of like going out to the wilderness and exploring for your tribe. And basically, you just have to kill a bunch of enemies, and you have nothing but bare fist. Like you can't do anything. Like you will literally just be frustrated. You can't do anything.
Damn.
Yeah. With Fallout 3, you are literally just like it's honestly Fallout 3 was probably the best exposure I had to the series.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then following afterwards is New Vegas.
Yeah, I heard a lot of good stuff.
Dude, I don't know what's happening.
What happened? Hello?
I don't know what's happening. I don't know if you're cutting off. I don't know. It's because of my internet.
No, it's probably me. I changed quick. Hold up. Give me a second. Sorry, I'm having technical issues. Okay. I think I fixed it. I don't know
what's happening because you kept cutting off, and I was like, "Bro, is it supposed to be this silent?"
No, yeah. I always heard good stuff about New Vegas, so I don't know. It just never interested me. But if you say play Fallout 3, I'll find a way to.
Yeah,
play that shit.
I would say to buy it on stream or Steam, but I think the best bet is to get it on GOG.
Okay.
Yeah, because Steam, literally, when you buy it, there's nothing supporting it, so I think it just crashes instantly. The moment you decide to press play. So you're literally just stuck in the main menu, just like, hey, bro, what do I got to do? And you search up on YouTube, it's like, oh yeah, you got to go through the game files, you got to change this, you got to change that, and you're just like, all right, well, I bought $10 worth of nothing. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to sleep.
I gotta code my game so I can play my game. Fuck off.
Fuck off.
Fuck off.
Well, can you describe Angel what like Fallout 3 is kind of in terms of gameplay and all that?
That is so hard.
Because I know
I suck at describing in general. Anyways, continue.
So what?
Just compared to a game that's close.
Have you ever played Skyrim?
I played Elder Scrolls. I played Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh, yeah. Bro, in a sense, I want to say that it's a third-person shooter with light RPG mechanics. That's the simplest way I could ever put it.
All right.
Because for the most part, there are like certain mechanics where you're like, where you can do more damage if you like decide to put that into that build, or if you want to be a non-violent person and just talk to every single person and not ever shoot a single bullet, like you can go down that route. You can choose so many routes.
Okay.
And I think that's why I liked it, was because there was so much creativity in the options you can do to just fucking play the game.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, I probably only touched it once, but that one playthrough, I put like maybe 100 hours.
Yeah. Okay. I see it. I feel it. Feel the fallout. Yeah. I'll see if I give it a try. You know me, I'm not good at shooters. I'm actually kind of shit.
Bro.
No, actually, very shit.
And bro, no, but that's the thing. They literally give you a mechanic where, oh, you're shit. Well, you know what? You could just auto lock into every single enemy you see.
Nice.
The VAT system. Yeah, the VAT system. Have you heard of it?
No.
No, dude. Yeah, basically, you can put all your skill points into that system. So basically, where you could just 100% get a critical hit or something, and just instantly kill enemies through that system. It's broken, but it's still a good time.
Oh shit! I didn't know that. See, I'm learning shit.
See, bro, I got you. Who needs Mario Kart? Fuck Mario Kart, dude.
Well, hey, don't talk shit about Mario Kart, you cunt.
But
don't talk shit, all right?
I love Mario Kart.
But you know what's funny? Andrew here says he sucks at FPS, right? And to an extent, that's very much true. But for some ungodly reason, on Rainbow Six Siege, this man manages to, I don't know, get 3 kills on average per match. Sometimes he doesn't get any, but like for the most part, on average, 3 kills. I'm like, it's not that great in the grand scheme of things, but like for someone who's as bad as Angel as shooters, it just like blows my mind.
No, here's the thing that blows my mind is that he is shit at FPS. Warzone, he can't hit anything that would save his life. He cannot do anything.
No, I'm pretty bad, really bad actually.
You're doggy doo doo, as I would say. But despite all that, you can fucking master a 40 button combo in a fighting game in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah, I haven't told this to the viewers or anybody.
Yeah, go ahead. What? Flex. Do your thing.
Okay,
Flex. Go ahead.
This is the only time I actually get to flex in games because I'm really shit at a lot of fucking games. I don't know.
No pun intended. No shit. You are shit again.
Yeah, I am no shit. Like if it's a game that I'm like not super into, like Modern Warfare, Apex. Although I did have that one Apex clutch, I was super happy about that.
Oh God.
GTA, anything when it has to do with a gun, I'm shit. I just can't. I don't know. I fuck up lefts and rights. I fuck up and down. They'd be like, "Oh, they're right in front of you."
Names?
I fuck up with their names. I fuck up when they're like, "Oh, they're in front
behind
of you."
you.
Yeah,
You're
behind
talking to me.
Exactly. Like I'm so shit. I'm so shit. It frustrates me because I want to be good, but then I have to really dedicate myself to being good at an FPS. And I think there's only one time, and the only reason why I tried was because I wanted to get gold on the waifu guns in Modern Warfare.
Oh, that's right.
That was
only
the
time
one time you dedicated yourself to an FPS.
Yeah, or actually spend more than like 20 minutes or like an hour playing, Warzone and all that. Where I was actually going to more type-player games and trying. So yeah, I'm shit at FPS. But it is also fucking messes with Ricketts too. When it comes to fighting games, I got like a key eye for it. Like I can switch sides and switch inputs on a fucking heartbeat. Like I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to mumble here. Try not to mumble.
Dude,
I know what I'm doing.
Away.
I know what I'm doing when I play fighting games. So I can
like
sides really quickly. I can switch the inputs. Oh, I'm on the right side, but I have to do quarter circle back. But I switch sides, so I got to do quarter circle forward. When I switch sides again, it's like my character's gonna switch sides when I do this move, so I got to make sure I can't mess up that input. And that goes in a split second, and I can do it. So when I go to Dragon Ball, fucking 100 hit combos, pretty easy stuff. When I go to Tekken, good 60 to 75% combos. Sometimes can hit it. I'm rusty in that game, not gonna lie, but I know how to do mix-ups, and I know my frames, and I know how to space some shit out. Sometimes, again, I fuck up. It's been a while since I played Tekken, personally.
That's what I don't understand. Anyways,
As someone who just recently got into a fighting game, Tekken, it's just like it blows my mind how this guy can't tell his left from his right when he's shooting at somebody, right? And he can't aim for shit. But then going into something like Tekken, where you have to worry about different inputs for different parts of your character's limbs, sidestepping, knowing when to block a high, medium, or a low. This guy just gets it. He just instantly clicks into the system, and he's one with it. And I just
he's the one who made the game. This is Angel made the game. He just like in a split 0.2 seconds. Like I got to do this move, and then just fucking dodges and just.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Like sometimes in that party chat where I just start saying shit. I just start mumbling off because I'm playing the game. So Raymond can hear me saying like, "All right, I got to do a 1-2 crouch cancel into 3-4. I got to make sure I time it a good 0.5 second because if I don't, it's gonna drop the combo, and I'm not gonna get full. I'm not gonna get the good combo I need. I'm not gonna get the moves I need for the next setup." Just hear me like, "What the fuck am I talking about?"
Yeah, he says that, and then he can't even give a simple explanation as to, there's somebody at 150 West. He is sniping. He can't even say that. Yeah, no, he goes like, "Bro, I'm just gotta
yeah." I'm like, "Oh, there's a guy over there. Where?" He's over there by the building. Which fucking building? The one on your right.
What? Never mind. No, I'm already dead. What? Never mind. I'm already dead.
Yeah.
I'm in Gulag. It doesn't even matter. Oh, you're in Gulag too? Where is he? There. Okay. The truck looking thing. The truck. Thank you.
Yeah, what side? So I'm on here and you're on the other side. Right. She left.
Right.
Right again. I don't know, man. So yeah.
I'm gonna ask you to get very specific one day. It's like, bro, I need you to tell me where he is. And then you're gonna, he's like at 19.56. Oh, I'm giving you the coordinates, by the way. It's like I don't understand.
Yeah. Fucked up. I don't know. Brain's fucked up. I don't understand it. When it comes to fighting games, I can explain anything. I go, Sebastian,
the way you explained it to me of how like it works for you is you said it's just patterns, and I did not understand at all. Even now, after I think 4 months of playing Tekken,
consistently,
and I just don't see it. I don't see
actually can see
patterns.
that. I can actually see that though.
The patterns.
I can actually look. Granted, here's the thing: I will never play a fighting game. No matter how many times you ask me, if you ask me, hey bro, go get Street Fighter or go get Tekken, it's like on sale, I would be like, no, fuck you. No. First of all, get good at shooting, and then ask me to come in.
Hey, I'm good at Battlefield. That's another game I'm surprisingly good at.
You're good at just not dying. You're good at not dying.
Just not dying.
I get kills too. I'm
I will give you that.
All you guys.
I'll give it. Yeah, I'll give you that. The only games you're good at Siege and Battlefield.
That's true. I don't die a lot in Battlefield and Siege. I don't know. I like to change.
This man has so much luck though in games. That's the thing though.
Recordings of the amount of luck.
I still remember one actually. What were we doing? I forgot where we were just next to a bridge and I was sniping. You guys were like had a deep feud with someone on the enemy team, and he kept coming back. He had a feud with you too.
He kept killing us.
Yeah, so both of them went back and forth, and then there was this one instance where we were just being bombarded with mortar rounds, just like getting shot at. I got killed, I think. You like everyone else was fine, but then I see just Angel running across the field, bullets shooting around him, not directly in him, just around him, like cartoon style outline bullets, just not hitting him. And then he comes and gets me, and I'm like, cool, this guy's a fucking god. And then I get up and I get sniped instantly.
Yeah, Rick, Sebastian, what was the thing you said?
Oh my god, he's believing. He's starting to believe.
He's starting to.
No, that's what I was thinking. But the other comparison though was from the show Band of Brothers. There was a scene where a soldier rushes through like a bunch of enemy German soldiers, right? And they just like don't shoot him or anything. And once he gets to where he needs to go, he just turns right around and just goes back. And like it's crazy because Raymond, this also happened on Battlefield too. This man literally has like, a real life luck buff on him.
What is it, Fallout now?
Oh yeah, apparently I put all my stats on luck. Or almost.
You're learning.
At least in video games.
Yeah. But yeah, that thing happened where I ran across the field. He's like, "Oh my god, you made it!" And then I start running back, and Sebastian's like, "Oh, he's coming back!" So
like
freaking funny.
Like tank shells flying over him, machine gun fire, just like hitting nothing but the dirt around his feet. It was amazing to watch.
He was just in awe. I really hope I'll try to find it. I don't know who has it.
Maybe I hope you find it.
I think I have it. But...
Either Seabass has it. Ricketts probably for sure would have it. Ricketts is the master of like saving clips.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't think that was the one time he wasn't paying attention to what Angel was doing.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, you know what? He did join our game because we had Alan with us, so we already had a full squad. But then he joined in a random squad, so he was nowhere near us, I think.
Oh, he was with us, but I think he was just doing his own
separate team.
Yeah.
He was in a separate team.
Anyway, Angel's really lucky at video games, especially shooters.
GTA 5.
Oh, that too.
So I got luck in that.
That's surprising. You're also really good at driving games.
Oh, yeah, I love.
He actually is.
I love it
remember
because you've just been consistently watching Initial D, but you just know when to hit a drift.
Yeah. Well, back when I was a young lad and I had a PS2, my favorite game of all time was Need for Speed Most Wanted, which is.
I thought it was Underground. I know it was a Need for Speed game.
Yeah, Need for Speed Most Wanted is deemed the best Need for Speed game because it's really good. And
Without a doubt, I owned it too.
Yeah, it's great. It's phenomenal. I wish Carbon was like that, but
Carbon
was okay. I like the drifting in it. I like the mods that came afterwards. Somebody modded an 8.6 in in the cliffs.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that video actually. I think I know what you're talking about.
I love it. But yeah, so I just used to play a lot of racing games, Gran Turismo, Need for Speed, Mario Kart. Yeah, it's also a great movie. I'm just Clint Eastwood, really good in that fucking movie. I recommend it. Rally, or was it Project Cars, like a bunch of fucking racing games. I love racing games, so that kind of muscle memory transferred over when I play other racing games, which is the same thing that happens to fighting games. That's another thing that fucking Ricketts is in awe in, is that I can pick up a fighting game and I'm good at it. And it pisses him off a lot too.
Dude, I don't look. I want to be there when I see you play Power Rangers, the new fighting game that just came out. And I want to see you play it, and I just want to see you demolish.
I am.
He's gonna
so happy.
Play it for 1 hour, and then he's just gonna own everybody else who gets it.
Dude, I just bought Soul Calibur 6, so I'm getting ready to play that.
And you actually bought it?
Yeah, I did.
You actually bought it?
Yeah.
I thought you. Were you there when I bought it?
No.
Or was I there?
Yeah, you were there. I bought it when it was on sale.
Oh yeah.
After seeing Ryu and Chun-Li and all the other characters that joined, and Power Rangers, I might get Power Rangers because it looks really fun and it has a 3-time mechanic. So I'm pretty sure my training in Dragon Ball will really help me out when I play Power Rangers. So I'm excited for that. I just fucking love fighting games, man. It's so good. It's so fun. I have fun every time. Ricketts doesn't have fun that much.
Yeah, because he's playing against you.
Yeah. Yeah.
He never plays with anybody else.
I've only heard him rage one time. Like, genuinely, he's only been mad at me one time. He's been frustrated with me. He's been, like, all that. But the one time I felt genuine anger was when we were playing a fighting game. We were playing Brawlhalla.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
We were playing Brawlhalla. And he was like, oh, I had some practice in this. Angel has never played it, and it's been a while since he played a Smash game because this kind of plays like Smash. So I'm like, I'll have him download it and we'll play it. I'm like, oh, sweet. Never heard of this game. Let's try it out. I have no practice. All the games that we played, I was zero practice. I was just learning the controls as we played.
Zero experience, had no exposure to it. You just went in.
Yeah. And I fucking destroyed him every match. It would be a really close match. And then after the really close match, it would be a fucking fuckery.
Oh.
I fucked him up a lot.
Oh.
To the point where
you disconnected. I thought you were like.
So after my 5-win streak, after the 5th one, he's like, "Dude, what the fuck is going on? What am I doing wrong?" And I'm like, "You just gotta get better at the game, dude." I was being really petty. This is another thing when it comes to fighting games. I'm an asshole when I play fighting games.
Oh, I know.
I'm a dick.
When I play.
Sometimes.
And I think Seabass knows it too.
Yeah, Seabass knows it sometimes.
Rick
really knows it. He knows how much of a dick and a prick I could be when I play fighting games. Because this is like, now you're entering into my domain, and I can, fuck you up. So I was being a dick too, so I could tell. And after the 5th match, after I fucking destroyed him, I'm like, Ricketts, you just be good, dude. He's like, fuck you, and he rage quit and he left the party, and I didn't hear him for the entire night.
Holy shit. I was not expecting that. I thought he'd be like, man, I hate you.
No,
And then he just
dude.
stays quiet for a bit.
It was a genuine fuck you. He just quit the match, turned off his PS4, and he went to bed. And I remember the next day, I was on the party with him. Like, Rick, is he okay? He's like, yeah, I'm good. Yeah. I couldn't sleep last night because of how pissed off I was. And I'm like,
Oh
I'm so
my
sorry,
God.
buddy.
Oh,
I'm
good.
so sorry. And like, he played Brawlhalla again. He's like, fuck you, dude. I deleted that game.
You're like, oh, dude, I thought you loved that game. And he's like, yeah, I did up until you played it. Fuck you.
He's like, yeah, golf.
Fuck off. I don't want to play with you no more.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That was hilarious. That was my funny shit. I love fighting games. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that Enrique got into Street Fighter 5 so we can practice with him. I'm glad that Sebastian got into Tekken. I was so surprised. I would, in a million years, if you go to high school me, be like, you're gonna play with that guy, Tekken 7. I'm like, what? No.
Yeah, because I remember playing. I see you guys play after school back in high school, and I was like, look at these guys playing a fighting game. And
What a bunch of
didn't
losers.
know, 2 years later, I would be dedicating some hours into training just so I could beat your fucking cocky ass. But
I
mean,
picture your fingers just are buff. Like they went through so much like intense training that they have biceps of their own in each index.
Dude, okay, not gonna lie, since like I've never played a single fighting game before, or at least like not to the extent I have with Tekken, I've discovered new muscles in my hands.
He was telling me this. He's like, dude, my hands are sore.
Like,
I'm like, what?
I was using muscles in my hand that I never thought they were there. Just because, like,
bro, blood flows through there. I didn't know that.
It's because there'd be some nights where we'd play for like 3 hours, right? Just on and on, and like just playing a fighting game. You use a different, I'd say, grip, I guess.
Yeah.
And you would use your fingers in a different way than you would as like an FPS or an RPG,
Yeah.
And it was just like it was really straining on my thumbs, but eventually I got used to it, and
yeah, it's just practice. That's all it takes.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. That's so crazy. Like you see the patterns, like yeah.
I understand, like, it's this guy's like lifting up his leg into like a kick, and you can kind of tell that's a mid, so you block for a mid. I can understand that, but like the way he described how he can be good at a game because of patterns, in that sense, I just don't see it. I can't understand how it just clicks for him.
No, it's like, here's the thing. I actually understand what he means by that, because I actually lost that. But yeah, I know what he means, because I feel like fighting games, there's a consistency to it. There are no variables to the fighting style of a character. Like I'm pretty sure you can get down every single move of a character, right? Like that's how fighting games work.
I mean, on Tekken, there's like 130 like moves per.
That's the tricky thing about Tekken, though. It's like all the.
Yeah, I've only played Tekken, at least
Yeah.
extensively, so that's like my only experience with a fighting game. If I play like Ricketson, Angel, and I were talking about how what was that game called? Guilty Gear Rev?
Guilty Gear Strive.
Strive, yeah.
Guilty Gear.
Yeah, they were like telling me about it, and I was getting really interested, because before I used to listen to a lot of the music from Guilty Gear, and then I just like, for some reason, this was back when I also started Tekken. I was just watching a lot of Guilty Gear videos of just like there's combos and whatnot, even though I didn't own the game.
Yeah.
So who knows? Maybe I can apply my Tekken knowledge to Guilty Gear.
Yeah. Maybe if you got some similar movesets, you
if
can
I
do
ever
that.
get it, yeah.
I'm just waiting a little bit more for Guilty Gear, more characters to come out. But it's just fundamentals. That's practically it. If you know your footsies, if you know your buttons, if you know how to space out your moves, you could just translate that to any character.
Yeah, and I could see the patterns forming from that. As to FPS and like what I'm gonna describe is like mainly Call of Duty, Warzone. It's just like there are so many things that could happen all at once. There is nothing consistent about that game.
Yeah, there's a thing that probably fucks me up a lot. It's like,
and I'm pretty sure that's what you. Yeah.
Like I know it's like, okay, that guy's gonna do a cross. He's gonna go for a mix-up, or he's gonna grab. So I have two options. I can do a 50-50. I'm gonna see a frame, and then I'll make my decision by then. Yeah. But when it goes to FPS, I'm like, that guy can shoot me. That guy can grenade me. He's gonna throw a fucking knife.
There are so many options as to what can happen in Warzone. Like you see someone running away, and you're like, "Oh, he's just gonna keep running. He'll be fine." No, he does a 360 no scope and just fucking shoots you in the head. Yeah. Oh, and you know what? Add insult to injury, he called it airstrike. Like,
yeah, he's teabagging me with his nuts in my face.
Okay, well, yeah. I mean, that could happen too, but yeah, but I could see that because I could see the patterns forming in fighting games. Patterns that I am not interested in learning as Angel.
I mean, it's not that much before. I honestly. Oh, sorry, go on.
No, go ahead, Sebastian. I interrupted. Go.
Oh, okay. Well, unfortunately for me, I think you guys said it right. That Tekken was probably the worst game for me to start off on.
Yeah, it was
as my first fighting game.
It's really hard.
Because
yeah, it's really hard.
It's weird for me to explain it because I don't play a lot of fighting games, but Tekken is a 3D fighting game, so you actually move around in a 3D space instead of like a 2D platform where you just go to a side scroller, right?
Yeah, like a 2.5D or something shit.
Yeah. So it was just a lot more for me to learn.
It's
learning like sidestepping and how if you move off axis to the characters, some combos won't hit and some will. And it's just like whoa.
Yeah, you really dove deep. You went like you could have started off with like Street Fighter, Dragon Ball, Soul Calibur.
I played Soul Calibur.
Yeah, in Soul Calibur.
Honestly, you should have just started with Marvel vs. Capcom. Fuck it. I don't. Just start. You should have started simple.
Did you know? Okay, I don't know. We have a friend, Raymond and Sebastian. All three of us know this female, who I saw in their Snapchat story was playing Marvel vs. Capcom.
What? The female.
The female Fred, who is a female Fred who is also Asian.
Okay, continue.
You know what? I got it.
And then tall but short. Yeah, I saw her play Marvel vs. Capcom. I'm like, oh my god, I never knew. I would have loved to play her against Marvel vs. Capcom because I love that game. But
actually, yeah, I can see you liking that game.
Dude, I love Marvel vs. Capcom. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, dude. Freaking Jill. I love, even though she was trash, she's garbage. I love Jill. It was Jill, Cable to you. It was a trash team because their combos are garbage and their damage are garbage. But I love that team just because the way they're
garbage.
Yeah. I played a little bit Marvel 2 and then Marvel 3 is when I really got into it. Now that's where I had my Deadpool, Phoenix.
It was actually fun.
Yeah. It was who was it? Deadpool, Phoenix, and Dante. That's that's why I used to play. Then I switched it to Hulk.
You actually used Hulk?
Yeah, dude, I fucking love Hulk. It was Hulk, Dante, and Ghost Rider. It was my second team.
Okay.
Which I loved a lot because it was really fun. Because I did the stupid thing. People who played MVC3 or UMVC3 know about the combo challenges, and I'm like, I could do the Ghost Rider combo challenge.
No.
Yeah, it took me an entire month to finish. The majority of the month was combo 9 and 10. I'm just like, I hate this game. I hate this game so much. This game is actually garbage.
See, that's where he started. He started with that frustration of MVC3.
Oh, yeah. I was shit. Everyone starts off shit. If you're naturally good, if you're like a Sonic Fox or a Punk, the Street Fighter player Punk. I'm not just saying Punk. You just have that natural talent. But for the average motherfucker out there, it takes time. I'm pretty sure that's what happens with FPS. Like it takes time to get good with those skills. You just gotta practice, get good at it. You have to play online.
Did you think I was able to fucking bunny hop on people and just like and just shoot somebody?
That's why I don't shit on you guys because I know how fucking hard that is.
Yeah, man. You know what? I'll stick to knowing how many bullets I have in my mag before I need to switch a weapon and decide to fucking aim up a little bit just for a bullet drop and maybe calculate the wins just to see how it is.
Fuck off.
You know how it is. You know, I'll put that all into account, but I will never ever learn to fucking press X 3 times and to fucking I don't know the combos.
Raymond, I don't know. If I got Enrique to play it, Enrique plays Street Fighter. Just we live in a world where Enrique plays Street Fighter, and he's actually good. Surprisingly, I'm like,
is he actually
fucking asshole?
Fuck, man.
Yeah, it could be any game. You know, for some reason, Sebastian got lured into the Tekken, and now he plays Tekken.
I feel sorry for you, Sebastian.
Aaron Senpai. He has Dragon Ball Z Fighters. He plays Dragon Ball. Aaron's not known for fighting games. He plays Fire Emblem. The fuck is he doing? Play Dragon Ball. He plays Final Fantasy IV.
He plays Final Fantasy IV.
Like that's his styles of games. All of a sudden he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm practicing Dragon Ball." I'm like, "What the fuck? What do you mean? Now I have to get it on PC." Like, you just gotta find a game that really clicks, and you can get better at it. It's all practice.
One game I consider playing with you in a fighting game is Smash. I'll consider that.
Smash.
I'm not too good, but that is actually the one fighting game I actually enjoyed.
I hate Smash. I'm kidding. I'm joking. Yeah, I'll play Smash.
I hate you. Yeah.
I was actually pretty good with my main in Smash 4 was Marth and Ike and Cloud.
I was about to say you're one of those people. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No,
fuck
because
it.
I use them too.
I'll try hard.
I don't care.
Yeah, it's fine. I love those games. So
Little Mac or Joker? Those are my two.
I haven't played Smash Ultimate as much because I don't have a copy of it or I don't have a Switch. But I would love to get into it. It's dope. I like Smash. Would it be like on my top 5 fighting games of all time? No, not really.
Smash is one of the hardest.
Shut up, Sebastian. Sebastian, do I have to go back to the first 2 minutes where I said the 3 things that pissed me off?
Yeah, sorry.
Smash players.
That part wasn't even recorded.
Was it not?
All right, I think it was, but you said you cut it.
Oh shit! Probably. I don't know.
Okay,
Either way, now it's a video.
You're like, oh yeah, I gotta. You're like, oh wait, you know what? That's not the intro. Anyways, I'll start it. No.
Yeah, sorry. I heard a very loud noise outside, so I went to go check it out.
That's all right. I think I heard it too.
Look at this guy. Look at the co-host. He's already leaving. He knows I beat him. He knows I beat him to the job.
Fuck, man. Yeah.
Yeah, but Smash. That's
fuck off. We're not talking about Smash. Suck my dick.
No, I just want to say, like, Smash, like, honest opinion about Smash as someone who never played Smash before until like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Fucking hate that game. To be
fair, I wasn't expecting that.
To be
I was
fair,
in the middle of drinking water, you fucker.
To be fair, I was playing with the boys. It was like four or five of us playing at a time, and I don't know if that's like the best way to play it with everybody, or like it's only supposed to be one-on-one. But
the best way to play it is with all people.
It's with
If you're not trying to be like try hard and stuff like that, it would 8 people, 5 people, items on, go fucking crazy.
That's just fun because it's a complete mess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had the opposite experience. I fucking hated that. Couldn't tell like what the fuck was going on? Like with Tekken, there's a lot of like crazy effects going on and very fast, and it's just like, oh man, there's like no way I was supposed to react to that. But at least I felt like when I got my ass beat, I got my ass beat by somebody who got there. With Smash, it was just a fucking fuckfest of random shit going on, and I just hated it. I hated it. I couldn't tell where my character was like half the time. It was just so not a great time. I'll just leave it at that. Not a great time.
Yeah. I don't mind Smash. I don't hate Smash. It's not what that was a joke. That was a joke. I really like competitive Smash. It's really fun to look at people who compete against each other with the 1v1s. I don't mind 1v1 Smash. It's because I don't play that much. Probably that's why I don't have like a it's so good, it's but like the technicality of like suck my dick. I like
I'm pretty
competitive.
sure. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, I was just saying. I'm pretty sure if I did give Smash, a lot more time, I'll probably like it. But it's just what I've experienced that night. Really, really tainted the image for me.
Yeah, it's just when you play 8-player Smash, you just gotta be like, fuck it. Skill and all that kind of goes out the window. Like, I just want to hit somebody. That's how I look at it. I like 8-player Smash.
I need to hit somebody right now. I am so mad. I'm just kidding.
Like that's the thing though. Like I would go to hit somebody, and all of a sudden some fucking laser comes out from behind me because some person missed their move on somebody else, and then it just so happened to hit me because I was jumping at the wrong time, and then I'll go flying off the stage and miss the recover and just die.
That's just so funny though.
I love that.
I actually enjoy seeing that shit happen.
That's crazy how you had like the opposite reaction of like what usually is like, oh, this is super fun. Sebastian's here like, fuck this shit, man.
Yeah.
Man, that's just the way Smash. I love Smash. I love competitive Smash. I love competitive fighting games in general. I think they're the hypest shit ever. Because when I look at, I'm not gonna lie. When I look like at esports, I look like competitive Overwatch or like competitive COD. I'm there like, what the fuck am I watching? I'm just watching a tryhard server. Personally, I'm not saying there's no skill. There's probably a lot of fucking skill that goes in there. But it's not for me. But when I go to like a fighting game, like a circuit or a tournament, like I think that's the hypest shit ever. I get excited as watching football games as I do watching fighting game tournaments. Just because how hype, the storylines, the energy with the crowd. If you look up 2018 to 2019's Tekken 7 tournament run in Evo,
I can see that.
One of the hypest ever. Dude, it was so good. Best thing that could have ever happened to Tekken 7. You got 2018 was the rise of Little Majin, first African American and American to make it a finals after a decade of Korean domination, and then he lost.
I feel like I've heard you talk about this before.
Yeah, greatest shit. Had the greatest match with JDCR, a personal hero of mine, because I just love the way he plays Dragunov, and that's probably the reason why I play Dragunov is because I watched JDCR. He's a Korean robot from the future. That was just fucking great. Nee came back. It was like people were coming back, and everything was being stirred up again, and it got interesting. And then 2019, turns out Pakistan really likes Tekken 7. Turns out there's a lot of good players in Pakistan who play Tekken 7. Turns out one of those Pakistan players is the best of all. Is really, really good. And he just starts destroying legends. He destroyed Kudons. Right. He destroyed Kudons. Has been playing Tekken since Tekken 4. He's been champion since Tekken 4. He beats Nee. Arguably the best player of all time. Destroys him 3-0. You're like, what the fuck is going on? Where have these people been? and it just starts going.
They've been hiding in their little caves and just getting ready for the moment. You know,
They're
it's just like it's our time to shine, and then they just get our tickets now.
It's crazy how like
tickets. Let's go.
The guy, his name's Arsenal Nash. He almost didn't go to the tournament. Like he almost his visa. Yeah, no, because like his visa got expired. He didn't have money, so he was like literally hours from not making the tournament, and him not proving himself. But like the manager, he got there. He got sponsored. He showed what he could do. It was like literally, this is your one opportunity, and this is your only chance. So make it count. And he fucking went all the way. It was just crazy. There's a documentary on it. It's esports. They're really good. They're really good about game documentaries. Yeah.
Angel really got me into like watching these competitive videos.
Dude.
Before I was like, I'm not really interested. You know, I enjoy Tekken, but I wouldn't really watch the competitive the competitive scene until they showed me a video of what was the video? Little Majin and
it's Little Majin and
JDCR.
JDCR is
and like
top 8.
as like from a noob's perspective, they were just gods. I was like, what?
From my perspective, they're gods.
They're gods.
I'm like, God, how the fuck did he know how to do that?
It's just he pulled out that combo, bro. It's like, what the heck? Dude, I can't do that.
Dude, Ray, there were moments like that where like, how the fuck did he do that? What do you mean? What?
Yeah, and like with another video, the Eva 37 moment.
Evo 37.
Evo, yeah,
Evo 37.
The first time watching it, it didn't really like. I was like, oh, okay, I guess he blocked all the super or whatever of Chun-Li, and not having no context to the game, I just like, oh man, it was just, I guess, cool to watch. Well, then after looking into it, I just like I realized that was incredibly difficult to pull off. Parry every single kick from Chun-Li's super, and it was just like, oh my god, this is like, because like it's just pushing forward right on the stick at the right moment.
So you gotta push forward at the right frames, and it's a 36 super, 36 hit super, right?
I think 17. No, I think it was just 17.
17 hits. Either way, you have to parry 17 hits. So okay. So the way you do a successful parry in Third Strike is you move your stick forward and then you let it back, and then you have to move it forward. So you move it forward, it parries it, you get the noise, and then you let go of it so it can go back to its neutral state. So
okay.
So at this moment,
and also in a 4-10 frame window.
Yeah, a 4 to 10 frame. It's very tight window because Chun-Li is really good in this game, and her super's amazing. So this guy had 2 options. Daigo Urahara had 2 options when he was fighting Justin Wong. Option 1,
die.
Die. Yeah.
Option 1, die. You're right.
Right. 1, die or jump over the super, which is very difficult because not only is your super really good, it's fucking fast. It's really fast. You have to have god reflexes to do it, and in a high tense situation,
and he pulled it off, right?
Yeah, high tense situation. This is the last game, and you're out. Moment. So already,
and then
kind of fucking almost.
It was like the buzzer beater moment. Like it was all or nothing.
It was right. And the time was running out too. And then the second thing is that he could not block it, because if he blocked it, it would do chip damage, and that chip damage would have killed him. So his only option was to parry the super, and he knew he was going to do the super because Justin knew that if he hit the super, Daigo was dead. He wins. Wali da move on. So as he activates the super, you just hear kink. It's like what would be the noise for it?
It's just a sound cue that happens.
It's a sound cue. It's like it's a really satisfying one too. I fucking love the parry sound. But you hear clink, 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 as he starts fucking parrying it, and the crowd's going crazy. They're like, "What is going on?" And clink, 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 and then you see the jump, because she has her last hit is a super strong like up kick. It can still hit you if it's like if you're still on the ground. So he jumps parries it. Now, two things. He can do a combo and run out the time, or he can be a badass and hit the super.
And he hit the super.
This motherfucker hit the super right afterwards because
No. He hit the combo and the super.
Yeah, the combo super.
Oh,
That's
he hit
right.
both. He hit
Combo.
both.
Yeah,
He
it
did
was
both.
mid. Yeah, it's a light mid down heavy into super because she was stunned, and he won the
Right.
match. It was great.
But it was just like insane because like if it's like 15 kicks in like less than like 2 seconds.
Yeah,
It's
when you see
super
the
fast.
it's fucking fast. All that I
Yeah.
explained is in a matter of like
Yeah.
10 seconds.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That is actually one of the most craziest things about fucking fighting games is that you can describe a split-second moment just like that. Like there was so much going on within that split second when I could, and this is why I understand why fighting games or like tournaments for fighting games are so like big because just seeing that shit go down in a split second it's just
You
amazing.
blink and it's over.
Well,
Yeah. And then when you compare that to like maybe I don't know Call of Duty Warzone or fucking I don't know like
Yeah.
Valorant maybe like it's cool. Granted, I love watching those tournaments.
Yeah.
See, because I'm the opposite, right?
There's a lot of skill in that, and I respect
Yeah,
that
there's
you can actually
like
do
bro,
that.
but
yeah.
there's not a lot of people that can just flick their mouse and do like a 180 and just like get an instant ace and kill the entire team all by himself. Like there's no way anybody can do that. If you're lucky, like Angel, maybe if you have the exact same luck as
Get a
this man here.
3 what was it, kill streak. I killed 3 people in the matter of like super fast with Tachenka's super big gun.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
if you have his Rainbow Six Siege of luck, then that's fucking amazing, and that's like one of the greatest highlights of that tournament. But then, for the most part, the tournament just evolves into just maybe I genuinely don't watch tournaments in general, but it could just evolve into just somebody sitting in a corner or just peeking slowly around and then just killing
Yeah,
somebody, and then that's it, and that's how they win the
Yeah.
match. And you know what? Like, yo, good for you. You won the match. I don't know how much you probably won. You probably won like $50,000.
yeah. That's the other thing that sucks. That I really want people to pay more attention to fighting games and their tournaments because you get these like Overwatch players, and there's no blame for them. They definitely earned their tournament wins. You get the 50 grand, 60 grand, all that. Uh, these a lot of fighting game tournaments are 7 grand and under. So
Yeah,
when
it's a
Justin
shame.
won, when Daigo won, I think he got $500, and that was his tournament win of 2 days.
Oh, we got $500.
Yeah, it was pretty cheap. Tekken players get around
Yeah.
$1,000, $2,000 for Evo
Mhm.
wins. The Tekken tournament, the World Tour, where they go around the world, only gets like around $7,000,
Yeah.
$5,000, and they have to travel. So it's like, oh,
Yeah.
our tournament's in Beijing, motherfucker. You got people in Japan, Pakistan, United States.
Bro, I can pay for half of that flight ticket. Like I can't get
Yeah.
paid.
So that's why most of them stream a lot.
Yeah.
So I just really want
And
the Tekken, like the fighting game community, like tournaments, to get more recognition, get more sponsors, give these people the money they deserve because they fucking
yeah.
earned it.
And I totally understand that because like, bro, as you know, as you play, there's patterns, like there's a lot of shit that goes around your head, and within that split second you have to make a decision. Similarly to like, shooting games, but like, there's a bit of leeway when it comes to shooting games. You still have time to process stuff. Fighting games, I can see why there's like so many tense moments, and then that's when the crowd gets fucking wild.
Oh yeah,
Just seeing that shit go down,
crowd in Evo tournaments or just tournaments in general are just, it's great. That's why I was really sad when COVID hit, because last year was the year I was gonna go to my very first Evo tournament and experience the
It got
fucking
canceled.
arena full of people. Be like, oh my god, I'm here. I see my hero. I can take a picture with him. But watching these people fight, it's so good. I love it so much. It's amazing. And then the whole thing happened. It was really sad. COVID, and then the owner was a piece of shit. But hopefully with this new Sony buying Evo, hopefully Sony, Don't fuck my evil up, please.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah.
Make the prize pools bigger so we can have more people playing. We can have
Yeah, if they really increase the prize money, I think a lot of people would be genuinely interested. There's higher stakes, and it'd be fucking crazy to watch. I mean, hell, I'd watch it. Even though I'm not interested in fighting games at all, I'd probably watch that because there's a lot of shit riding on that single move on or whatever's gonna go down at that very instant.
Yeah.
And I think that's why okay, look, I'm gonna get a lot of hate. But like I think that's why I kind of enjoyed watching Fortnite tournaments. I'm not because in comparison to other shooting games where you're just stuck to the natural cover of things, Fortnite you could actually gain an upper hand if you do your movements correctly. As far as I saw it.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean,
I like
because
it.
you can be starting from the bottom. You can be starting from the very bottom of a fight, and you could instantly build your way up and just gain the upper hand instantly without the person knowing. Like that shit is just like you can catch them off guard.
It's interesting, and it really turned like the battle royale genre upside down its head. Where it's like,
it's great to watch though, but like fighting against that, it's really
actually doing that kind of fucking sucks. Watching it though, it's really cool. You get to see these after everything's done. You see the giant structure of shit, and you're like, oh, that's where this happened, and over there, that's where that happened, and that's where I got the kill. Like that was really cool. I remember playing it.
Yeah, and I think that's why we come to a disagreement about Fortnite is because look, I actually enjoy it. Like I actually enjoy playing it. I'm not gonna cap. I say for the memes I hate it, but low key kind of enjoy it.
I mean, you and I put a bunch of hours into that game.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, I think we participated in a couple of tournaments ourselves. Like not high stake tournaments, but
but like we did participate in tournaments together. I remember that.
Yeah. Like it was just so fun to play because I could gain the upper hand within an instant. Or not if I'm shit, but
the way I like to whoops. Like
no, you could.
No, my computer must shut off. The way I like to describe it with like watching tournaments and then actually playing the game that I'm like watching the tournament for is that with FPS tournaments, I'm not really interested in them because like I would like to say that I'm like an above average like person when it comes to FPS games.
But we all know you're not, dude. In comparison to me, I feel like you are like fucking up there.
Oh yeah, definitely. I feel like
okay. Well, I mean, like I can't get on a competitive level. You know,
I get that.
Honestly, I see what you mean. If I train, I could probably get like into the scene, but like, no way I'm ever going past like.
You're not joining up with an esports team. You're not joining up with TSM.
I feel the same way with fighting games too. Like I know I'm good, but the moment I would be like, I should do tournament, I know I'm gonna get my ass kicked.
You know, like I'm the like the guard that you'd have to beat before you get to the final boss. You know, I'm like I'm there.
I'm the guard before the final boss.
I'm the guard to the castle. I'm the guard to the castle, which is the competitive scene.
I'm the princess in the castle. I'm in World 8.
But even then, I wouldn't say I'm even there. I don't know. I just But so watching these FPS tournaments for like any like Apex, I love Apex right now. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm like addicted to it. But
yeah, dude, Apex. You've been consistently grinding on that shit.
Yeah, and I just started like 2 months ago. Yeah. Just because like I forgot how fun it was in comparison to like I enjoyed Warzone, but man, playing a battle royale that's actually like been.
And honestly, that's a whole nother topic in its own. It's because FPS has evolved into 13-year-olds watching those tournaments and enjoying it, and there's a perfectly good explanation as to why they enjoy it. It's fun to watch, but they learn from that, and then they do it. They try to learn it every consistent match. Like they do it in a random public match. Like they play 15 hours a day get good, and then they treat every single match as a pro match. Like they treat it as a tournament, and that's like
that's exactly how
when
I
I said 13.
Yeah. When you start like, because I like to play competitively and like try really hard to win these games in like Apex and whatnot. But then there comes to a point that I hit when in the past when I was playing Siege, where I was watching these tournaments for Siege and trying to pick up what the pros do and try to apply it to my game. But then at that point, like the game stopped being a game for me and just became work. And like it stopped me
100%.
from like enjoying the game really. But like that was just because I went too deep into or too hard into like getting good. With Apex, I do the same thing now, but I try to like dial it back and like try to keep the game a game, not try to make it like a chore to try to get better.
Yeah.
So that's why like watching FPS tournaments just doesn't appeal to me anymore. As
Because you've
to
already
like,
done it so many times
I've
trying to learn.
already but like fighting games is just like because it's like you work hard just to get a little good at a fighting game, and it's just in like you see a whole new world when you're like at the very bottom after working so hard to get there, and then seeing these pros like like pull off these incredible moves and whatnot, and you just know like that their journey must have been like incredibly long and hard, but very fulfilling, and it's just like it's so great to see that. And whereas to like FPS games where you've already been there, but like it's just you
You've
see it
already
all,
been there.
you see it everywhere. Yeah. Oh no, I meant like you've already experienced the hardships, and it's just like once you get to a certain point, it's only just like oh, it's just how many more hours I put into to like improving my aim just a little bit more and whatnot. But like with fighting games, there's like so like the road is so much bigger and so much longer as
And
it
tough.
compared to the FPS game. And I've been playing FPS games for like a really long time, and then
Same here.
yeah, but like playing a fighting game really opened up my mind to like the journey. I guess I would like to say it's like kind of cheesy, but like the journey into getting where you are at any game, an FPS, MMORPG, and whatnot.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, fighting games it's a journey, and it's a real sense of accomplishment to where you're like, I fucking did it. I hit the combo that I've been trying to practice for this entire week. Like you've been failing this combo all day. You're like, I want to get it right, and you fail, and you're like, fuck it, I'm doing something else. And then you come back the next day, you keep trying, and then you just one day it's just like click, 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 click. You're like, I did it!
Pulling off that first combo is just like so satisfying.
You're like, oh my god, I'm fucking badass. I'm gonna go to tournaments. I'm gonna beat all these motherfuckers.
When you finally learn how to block
Calm
that
down,
annoying
kid. You just learned one combo. You got 99 more to go.
Oh yeah, that's
like what?
Also, like once you go to ranked, you're like, all right, you learned this one combo. Now let's see how you can adapt and try to hit that combo, or try to find some new way. Because every player you're gonna fight is gonna be way different than what you found before. Like me playing Sebastian, I treat that as its own thing, and then the moment I play Jrpgs, I switch my style. Just because I know that this person plays different, his techniques is different, his blocking's different. I gotta make sure I gotta trick him. So like the way I play people, I have to change. Like I change Alan's play style with Sebastian. Like Alan, I have to be aggressive, but I also gotta not fuck up. I gotta trick Alan. I really have to trick Alan so I can hit my combos. For Sebastian, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna pressure him, pressure, dial it back, be patient because I know he's gonna overpressure me and counter it, and then that's where I can do my damage. And I keep pressuring him. Then once I see him crumble, I'm like, all right, go even harder. Like it's all that shit that really like builds up. It's over years, experiences, all the losses. You wear them like a fucking warrior. It's great.
Yeah, wear him like a medal on your chest, bro.
Yeah, you're like, I won my first rank match, and this is where it is. It's in my chest. It feels amazing.
I think like with FPSs, the fights are really quick, so you never really get that like intimacy with your opponent.
No, yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's like with fighting games, you have a chance to learn one person. FPS shooters, there is a fucking you have to consistently know 6 people at one time. Like you have to know how each person reacts, and it's like there's so much going on. And then after that, there's a different play style to the rest, and then just consistently evolves over time. And then you just have this big mass of fucking pro players, and then you can't compete anymore. You just can't catch up because there are so many people.
It's one where you have to fight a team off, and then you also have to trust the people that you're playing with. Can also back you up.
And it's also you have to trust that the players you're fighting against do the right thing. Because sometimes, like when I mean the right thing, I mean like do the do the action, I guess, that is most suitable for them. But then when they don't go along with what you think they're gonna do, it's just like you question you question them first, and then you're just like, what? Why'd you go to the low to the from the high ground to the low ground? Lose your advantage. But since you didn't expect that, you're caught off guard, and then you lose the fight, and it just doesn't feel good.
Yeah,
because like there's always those.
Yeah, the loss doesn't feel like it was your fault. Like this guy messed up, and that's why we lost the game.
Yeah, because like you can always try to like predict behaviors in FPSs, but there's also the like the option where they don't actually follow what you think you're predicting, but that's not because like they're mixing up their play style. No, it's they made a dumb fucking decision that somehow gave them the favor of the battle.
Yeah.
With fighting games, it's just like really, it's really just like comes down to their mix-up.
Yeah,
so you don't really feel like you've been cheated out of like your experience of learning people's behaviors.
Yeah, and I think that it's just with fighting games, you have a chance to learn your opponent.
It's a dance.
Yeah. And then with FPS, you have multiple people trying to consistently be the best. Like there's non-stop grind. They keep going, and then you just as I said, you just have this massive pool, and then it evolves into every single person who ever decides to touch an FPS has to either be good or just don't touch it at all. So and I was like, I was like, that's why maybe I can get into a fighting game was because I have a chance to work my way up.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
definitely. Of course, there are going to be people who are assholes and cheese the game. It is and all that.
Yeah, like maybe spam a one-time combo or something, like button mash, whatever. Or
every game
who
has
is me? Who is me? I button mash.
Yeah,
I'll admit it.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I button mashed at the beginning too when I didn't know what
starts off like that. Kidding me?
Yeah, that's the journey. See, everyone starts off at that point, and then they think it was like, oh, bro, I can pull off a combo. I can pull off this one.
Yeah.
With FPS, you have no chance because someone probably bought a bundle where it already came with all the attachments, and can dominate the playing field just because they spent $20.
They looked up online and like, this is the best attachments, and you're always gonna get kills with this. And then in fighting game,
bro, this is an anime bundle. Oh my god.
Oh wow, I'm gonna buy it. I'm getting gold.
Yeah.
And then fighting games is like, no, you have to complete a challenge so you can get your gold skin. You're like, God damn it! Back out.
Yeah, I mean, this may be different for other fighting games, but like at least for me in Tekken, like there's a meta, but the meta doesn't really matter because it all depends on the player's skill.
The one thing about Tekken is like, there's not an actual meta in the game. Like there is, there's top tiers, then there's low tiers, but then somebody comes out and proves it, and then the tier list kind of goes to shit.
Yeah, like if
so you have really good characters and kind of shit characters. That's shit.
Like for example, there was a character in Tekken. Angel told me about this that it was like she was the worst character of all time in this game.
Oh yeah,
somehow somebody came in, took her, and won the national, or what was it? The World Championship?
Japan Championship. EVO. World Tour. Tekken World Tour.
The Tekken World Tour with that character, and it just completely changed everyone's mindset of like there's not really a meta. It's just the player's skill.
Yeah.
And then like, this may not be true for other FPS games, but for the majority, there's always like a meta with the guns, right? You get to have this gun with these attachments, and even if the person
you're not using the FFAR, like you have to use it. Like that time to kill ratio is fucking insane. It's 0.500 like seconds. Like that shit kills quick. You need that gun.
Yeah, and like these guns and like the meta guns really fill in that skill gap between like
and that's where skills drop, and where just using a gun just instantly increases your chances of winning. Yeah.
Even like, I feel like I mean, this is mostly a problem in the Call of Duty, right? But it's also like in Apex. Of course, you can still slap with a Mozambique, a Mozambique or a P2020 on its own, without whatnot, or like another low tier weapon. But like, there's still that like factor of, well, he has the better gun, so if you guys have equal aim, it all just depends on that gun. And I guess it also goes into the RNG of the game, and it's just like, at that point it's just luck. And
Yep.
Yeah, well, I feel like Apex is like, it's a whole other can of worms,
Yeah.
Like there were so many different factors. Like, oh, bro, I started off with the P20, you started off with the P22. Oh, but you had hammer point rounds. That's why you killed me quick.
Yeah, or like, oh, you had better armor than me, or
like, and that's the whole battle royale genre in itself. Like, there's the RNG. That's
I think that's why I like Apex, because it tells you where the top tier loot is at. It's like, this is where the high loot is at. But just know, if you go here, there's also other people that are gonna be there.
Yeah.
It's like,
you are gonna get fucked. Like, you want to go here? Good luck.
If you want the high tier loot, you're gonna have to fight for the high tier loot. Like, there's no going around it, which I think is pretty good.
Yeah.
I think that's why Apex. I enjoy Apex a little bit more than I do Warzone. The only reason why I play Warzone is for like the boys.
Enrique.
Yeah.
I only play for Enrique. That's generally the only reason. Because
To be perfectly honest, I've already deleted it. It's gone.
Yeah.
It's not there anymore.
I'm here.
Yeah.
No, I dedicated a lot of hours in that game getting Damascus and
The
whatnot.
only reason
But
why
like,
it's not deleted is because I have my waifu guns. And they're gold. I work for that shit.
It's funny though, because like in that game you can progress with that, right? For camos and all this stuff. But for some reason, I just didn't feel any satisfaction once I completed it. Like, yeah, maybe I had the satisfaction for like 1 second, like, oh, finally, some relief that I don't have to do this. My satisfaction came from the fact that I don't have to do this anymore, right?
Yeah,
like,
and it goes back to what you said. It feels like work.
Yeah, it feels like work. And then as opposed to Apex, there isn't really much you can progress with. Yeah, but like, it's just fun. To like, it's weird. It's weird to explain Apex, really, how I feel. But like, to switch it up from just only talk about COD and Apex, like other games like H1Z1. When Angel and I first started, it was like a really poorly made battle royale, but also it was just like the guns and like the loot. It was also like that RNG factor, but only that RNG factor where it's like they don't really tell you where the good loot is, aside from like the airdrops and whatnot. But it was just like, it was just really weird.
It was a fresh change of pace.
Nothing felt better in that game than going like the last 3-6 teams and having cars, and you go in the middle because the circle's getting smaller. So it's just turns into a derby where you're crashing into other cars while you're shooting at it, explosions.
Wow,
you're caught in an
that
air
is so long ago, dude.
You're like,
I know, it was just
going on.
It was weird.
Like, you won. This is your win. Like, what? I won.
It's so different because at that point, like, the skill for that game, that you didn't really need that much skill.
Nah,
because like, it was just really poor. It was so poorly made that it just made it fun for people who weren't good at FPSs.
It was so
but
shit.
Also, if you were good at that game, it didn't really matter much because of the fuckery, and maybe that would have pissed off
good.
people. Like,
didn't even matter.
It didn't matter. But like,
killed you
it got rid of like that work mentality. Like, I was like, oh, this game is shit, so you don't have to work to be good. So you don't have to have that stress. And it's just like random. It's just like random fuckery that happens.
Yeah,
And
it
it was nice.
early on in the game, it was more like, everyone has a car, everyone go in the middle, everyone fucking blow each other up. And then once you got into here's the good guns, this is the bad guns, you're like, oh man, god damn it. That's where I kind of lost the game because I was just like, no, just trying hard, and they fixed it.
Tryhards. They came in. They always come in.
And the game was like, oh, we got money now. Let's make the game better. You're like, no, the reason your game was good.
Yeah. It goes back into that cycle. There's always the people that just want to be better consistently.
Yeah, and like good for them too, right? Like it's
that's hard work.
Yeah, but like it's also sometimes like fuck these guys.
It becomes an issue when they decide to treat every public match, every single like just casual play session into a pro match. That's when it becomes an issue. Like I can't touch Cold War multiplayer because everyone's just using the meta. Everyone's just trying to catch up, trying to be better, and for people to just want to just chillax and have some mindless fun on Nuketown 24/7. Like it just can't be possible.
Yeah, not anymore.
There's a reason why it's a quick match, not a fucking rank match.
Yeah, and that's like why I'm kind of glad that I stopped that path in Rainbow Six Siege, because like it was like getting to the point when like I said before, the game wasn't fun anymore because I was just constantly trying to like try hard in every like ranked matches and casual matches, unranked matches, and just playing with my friends. And it was like I'm glad that I got to get away from that and just enjoy the game. Like I still play the game. I try to still like try hard in like clutch situations, right? Yeah. But I don't really try to do it all the time, and it's just it's nice.
Yeah, and that's when the inclusion of like competitive play into games is like it's necessary for every. I don't want to say necessary, but it should be there for every FPS. I feel like it should be there as an option.
Yeah.
And I mean it is. We got league play for Call of Duty. We got competitive for Overwatch, and it's there, but it's just not it's just not used by actual pro players.
They should put like competitive should be there. It should not be the main point, which is one of the reasons why Street Fighter V kind of flopped. No, actually, it flopped. It flopped really bad at the beginning because their focus was esports. Their focus was we're trying to make Street Fighter competitive, and then the fans were like, "Why the fuck would you do that?"
Yeah.
No, we want a fighting game where we can fuck around and fight and stuff. We don't want to be competitive. Some people don't want that. So it wasn't until like later in the seasons, like season 3, 4, and 5, where Street Fighter and the devs were like, all right, let's not make this game about competitive. Let's make it about characters doing crazy shit and the players learning how to do that crazy shit and having fun with it. And that's where it actually picked up a lot, and that's where I got interested back into Street Fighter V because I was interested in the beginning, and then they were like, "We're making it esports," and I'm like, "Fuck off!" and I let it go because I'm like, I gotta play that shit. I want to have fun when I play my game, so I don't want to be like, I gotta make sure my frames are correct, and if I don't hit this combo, I'm gonna lose the match, and I'm trash. Like I hate that. That feeling sucks. So when season 3, 4, and 5 came out for Street Fighter V. They show these crazy characters doing crazy shit like G and Sagat. And we got Sakura and Blanca. And now we have Rose and Dan and Akira. It's like, this is what this game needs. It needs to be fun. Like Tekken 7.
Yeah.
The whole point of Tekken 7 was just make the game fun, make the characters do random shit, do crazy shit, let them have supers. Because Tekken, I think this is like the only Tekken that has supers in it. So like, let's add supers and make them badass. And they added them. It's like, this is how you can Tekken into your combo if you want, or you can just use it. And they're like, we'll give you the option. You can use your super for a big powerful move, or you can use it to extend your combo and make it even better. It's like, that's great. I love it. Make the game fun and interesting. And then like, and also we have competitive rank mode on the side. We're like, yes, thank you.
Yes,
give me that.
Please let us enjoy the game that we have been enjoying playing for like the past 10 years.
Like, they made a bigger deal about Tekken bowling than they did about competitive play in Tekken.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Can't believe that's still a thing.
Dude, I fucking love Tekken Bowling. I don't have it. I played it. Turns out there's a VR mode for it. I don't know why.
There's a VR for what? Tekken Bowling?
Yeah, Tekken Bowling.
Oh my god, dude! I can't believe that actually exists.
The other time you see Akuma, who's known for his frown smile, it's fucking great. You just see him go like, "Yeah,
I got a strike."
that's right." Woohoo!
Yeah, and you know what? Yeah, after hearing all that, I think that just it boils down to the fucking casual versus competitive.
Yeah,
and
That's all it boils down to.
yeah.
that's all it boils down. It's just like some people like casual play, some people really like competitive play.
Yeah.
So,
And
like,
it-
what about games like the Battlefield franchise, where it's since it's such a large group of people fighting all at once, you don't really get that like competitive factor. But at the same time, it's just like you kind of hope for the.
It's
It's like it's a 50-50.
that one is like mindless fun. That's just mindless fun.
Yeah.
I know our friend group is like a 50-50 on that. Because I know Ricketts hates fucking losing at Battlefield. Is like, it's so stupid. And with
Yeah,
Alan.
he does get frustrated.
And
Well,
then
I
me-
mean, given Ricketts gets frustrated at everything. Sorry,
So,
Ricketts,
yeah.
but
No, it's fine.
Well, I mean, like for good.
Stubborn cuck.
I wouldn't say for good reason, but like
Oh,
he has
well,
reason.
understandable reasons. Yes.
Yes.
And that's the thing. I feel like well, on another thing, I feel like that's why indie games have been blown up recently.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that's why indie games have been blown up in the past year or two. And I feel like it's gathering people from like who are just drained from just the competitiveness of like FPS and stuff like that. You know,
It's good to
Yeah.
to diverge. Like, I play a lot of fighting games, but I get tired of it too. Like, I get drained out.
yeah, you're like
I played Tekken for 4 years straight. That was my only fighting game. So after the 4 years, I'm like, God, I want to play something else.
yeah, bro. You're just like, oh my god, man.
I picked up Bloodborne. I'm like, I love Bloodborne. It's great.
Well, Bloodborne's not really an indie game, but I know what you mean.
No,
Though.
I
Like,
know,
it's a change of pace. Like
Yeah,
you don't feel the competitiveness of like other players just breathing down your neck. Like, hey, get good, bro, get good.
Yeah, that's what I want to bring to this next topic. Talking about our online experience with games. Now I want to get into actual not actual let's go with story based and just immersive games. Like
I'm not gonna cap. When we went off that entire rant about fighting games, I looked at the timer. It's 11 o'clock right now.
Yeah, we went an hour and a half.
geez, yeah.
And I tried so hard to try changing it, but then I somehow just got sucked into more.
That's fine.
Yes.
That's why we're transitioning right now to our
Yeah.
story based games.
Yeah.
Transition.
Okay. This is what the really big thing I wanted to talk about too. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I've been thinking about this over the week coming up to this podcast because it's been boggling in my brain.
So serious all of a sudden.
I'm gonna start with this. Okay.
Right.
For me, my favorite game of all time, it switches sometimes to like month to month, it's Bloodborne and then it's Final Fantasy VII Remake. So those two games of all time. Well,
okay.
Mostly Bloodborne. Bloodborne is my favorite game of all time. And then Final Fantasy VII comes like super close to it. Remake. Because I really liked it. It's just a fucking great experience. But Bloodborne is my favorite game of all time. Of all the games I played, Banjo, GTA, fucking Hollow Knight, and Shadow of the Colossus, Bloodborne is my favorite game. And then it's Final Fantasy VII. And then it's The Last of Us, the first one. And
I thought you said the second. I was like, excuse me?
It's coming up. That's what I'm trying to see. Like all those three games, what they all have in common is immersion in the world. And
I see.
Making you feel like you're a part of it, and whether it's by its gameplay, which Bloodborne does, it the way it fucking grabs you by the balls is with its gameplay mechanics.
It gets you right in there. It squeezes and it just like do something about it.
Oh, it's like, oh, you think this is hard? Fucker, you're in the first hour. That's how Bloodborne is, and that's why I love it so much. I love the lore.
Laughs in Japanese. It's just like you thought that was hard.
So yeah, so that's how Bloodborne like really like gets you with its story and its lore, and makes you really like feel you're in it, because it's supposed to be a RPG action game, but for some reason it's a horror game at the same time, because Bloodborne is really fucking scary.
Yeah, and that's just how immersive it is. Like it changes on you.
Yeah, like I play that game, and there's some parts where I'm like, I have to have the lights on because I'm fucking terrified. Even though I've already speedrun the game, that's like the only game I've ever speedrun. It's the only game I had like 100+ levels on it, and I still get scared. There's a part of it I'm afraid of spiders. There's a fucking spider section in that game where it's just a giant spider, and I always skip it because I have arachnophobia, and I just hate it, and I throw up sometimes. I remember the first time I pussied out, my mom's like,
"Oh my god, dude,
what a bitch!" The only time I
bitch.
ever called me a bitch, so I couldn't play Bloodborne.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah. So, but that's how immersive it is, and that's how it really gets you. And that's where Final Fantasy
By the balls.
by the balls, by the testes molestes.
Oh my god. Dude.
So then Final Fantasy remake or 7 remake, it the way it immerses you, it's with its world and its characters. Like I really care for character. The way they did it in this game made me feel like how it was in the first game, or I actually cared about these characters, and it like also the gameplay was really fun too, so that also kept me enticed. Like, that story, and I also really like playing this game because it's super fun. Doing spells and casting and like managing my mana and my EP gauge and sorting my materia, super fun. Learning moves, upgrading those moves. Like I never felt bored playing Final Fantasy 7 remake. Maybe sometime like going to wall market, but that's about it. And
wait, going to where? Wall market?
Yeah, the tunnel.
Oh, I get it now. I see what you mean.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like forgettable.
No, that place. Yeah, that one was. Ugh. Anyways,
like the whole arm shit. Like that's the one part that I'm like, Other than that, really great. Characters were great. The way the characters were written, the way the voice acting was phenomenal. I love the choices.
Oh, dude, 100%. That shit was great.
That they didn't get any recognizable like voice actors. Like these are all pretty.
Yeah, those are recent, like new voice actors. Like I'm pretty sure that's their first job. I would assume.
Yeah.
Like that's how far as I'll say.
I remember the voice actress who voiced Tifa, Aerith.
Yeah,
I remember she had like a YouTube channel, like a gaming YouTube channel.
No, dude, she's a live streamer.
She's a Twitch streamer,
and she's a Twitch streamer. And then she got invited, and she was just like, she's like, oh, I'm a part of this now.
Yeah, and she played it. She played the entire game when it came out.
Yeah, because I think I remember watching her like playthrough of The Last of Us when it first came out, like 4 years ago, and then like seeing the whole. I never played Final Fantasy 7.
I was about to ask you that.
Yeah, but like I remember seeing like who voice acted for Aerith or Aerith. But and I saw her and I was like, what the hell? No, I was like, it's so weird saying that, like I didn't know you were a voice actor. Like, apparently,
this was great. I thought that was.
Well, I mean, apparently she wasn't, but like that was her starting point, right?
Yeah,
it was her first gig.
What an amazing first gig too! As she did a phenomenal job. I loved her in that game.
And I can't even imagine the amount of pressure. She's
fuck, dude.
Her first job is a remake of like one of the most popular JRPGs like ever to existence.
Greatest RPGs of all time. Just
yeah.
You go.
And then you're like, oh, you know what? We want you to voice act. Good luck. I know this is your first job.
Can you imagine her be like, oh, sweet, I'm gonna be an NPC. So about that, you're gonna play Aerith?
You are gonna be one of the main characters. Like, wait, what?
What the fuck? What do you mean? Like, yeah, you're playing Aerith. Oh.
Anyways, here's a textbook of the size of the Titanic. Here, you need to learn all these scripts. Here you go. You got it.
Use don't fuck it up, or people will lynch you.
Yeah.
That's how
there will be a mob after you.
A mob outside. You fucked up this character, so I just want you to know. So that's a lot of pressure. But yeah, that's how I thought Final Fantasy VII Remake. That's how it really got to me. It's just the story, the characters, and the game was really fun. And then The Last of Us, which was a game I never thought I was ever gonna play, because I watched YouTubers play it, and I'm like, oh okay, but like actually playing it, I'm like, eh. Then it was free, and I'm like, well, I am a cheap mofo, and I always wanted to play this game, so I got it because it was free, and then I played it, and then I couldn't stop playing it. And
I remember that.
Like, fuck, it's really good. I really like the story and the characters.
Yeah.
I really like Joel. You know, I like the fact that the first 10 minutes of the game is you're connecting with Joel, and by like in the perspective of his daughter, and then spoiler alert for people who haven't played The Last of Us. I don't know, people out there, if you haven't played it, get the fuck out. I don't want you here until you play the game.
Okay. Or at least seen it.
Or at least like the first 30 minutes or some of it. Yeah. Or haven't seen it. Yeah. Go watch Markiplier, watch Beauty Shit, Jacksepticeye. You watch them or you play it on your own, and then you come back at 1:43, hour 1:43. Well, it saves it on YouTube, so you don't have an excuse to fuck off. Go play the game. Okay, now I'm gonna talk about it. So yeah, like the first 10 minutes, I always do this, Raymond. Same thing with the Attack on Titan, quintessential. I always curse out.
Anyways, about
Joel. It's just like I really cared for Joel for the first 10 minutes, and like you connect with him because he's a daughter, and you know, even though you're not a dad, or like if us, you're like, this is a good guy, and then then his fucking daughter dies, and I'm like, fuck, man. It's only been 10 minutes.
Oh, by the way, spoiler alert.
Spoiler again. I already if you skipped it for some reason and you're here, you go back like 10 seconds, and then you'll hear my warning.
Too late now.
Too late now. Yeah, and then it does a whole 10. It's like a 10-year time skip, right?
20.
20? Is it 20?
Yeah.
20 years?
I feel like it was 10.
No, it was 20. Yeah, he was like 50 at the
No, because I thought it happened in 2013, and then it takes place 2023.
No, it took place in 2028.
What?
Because they didn't have there weren't no iPhones or anything. Like you could see the types of phones they had.
Oh, and then there was like a flip phone, right? Was it a flip? No, I thought it was a touchscreen.
No, it wasn't touchscreen. Well, anyway, it was a 20-year time skip.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Joel. Yeah,
Joel's old. He's really old.
Joel's old.
I always thought that was like, I always loved that part where it's like 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I always like throughout the entire game, they don't really directly tell you what happened in those 20 years. You kind of experience that as you're playing the game, like when he's with Ellie, and like the beginning where he's with Erica. I think that's her name.
It's like you don't need to know that shit went down. Like you already felt it through his tone, the way he carried himself, the way he acted in front of everybody else. You knew shit went down in those past 20 years.
Yeah, it kind of like you understood the way he talks to Ellie, and like I remember with what was that one scene where they were on the car, and you see the people. He was with Ellie in the car, and they're driving on the road, and then you see people coming out of the cars trying to stop them.
Wait, are you talking about the first?
No, I think it was one person trying to like stop them.
Yeah, and he's like, "Don't.
ask
We're
for
not gonna
help.
stop. Yeah, we're not gonna stop." She's
right,
like, "Why?"
that
He's
scene.
like,
Okay.
I know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, and then he's like,
He's
no, he
been-
didn't even explain. He just said, "Put your seatbelt on."
Put your seatbelt on, and he just drives.
And then he just, and then he's like, "Oh fuck!" And he pulled out the gun. It was like,
Yeah.
"Oh shit!" Went down.
Oh shit, Joe!
Because playing the game, and then that little section was a story. You get to know that Joel used to do that kind of stuff, so he already knows like the tricks and whatnot.
Like his natural instincts came off.
Yeah. So that's what I really liked. I like that about The Last of Us 2. And
or The Last of Us.
The Last of Us 1, sorry.
Yeah. You haven't played the second one. So
I have not played the second one at all. And that's why I want to bring you
to talk about. If we decide to talk about The Last of Us 2, we're not leaving this podcast anyways.
Yeah.
Continue.
For time's sake, we should
no, we should just skip it. We should just not talk
skip The Last of Us 2. What? Okay, give me a quick rundown. Okay. So the reason why I brought all these three up, I'll tell you, Raymond, you can go as long as you want. Don't worry. Last podcast is 3 hours. If you want to break the record for 3 hours, go for it, buddy. I don't care.
Oh, we got Ricketts waiting for me.
Fuck Ricketts. Fuck that.
Fuck Ricketts.
You scum.
Fuck Ricketts. You're the BCK podcast. You're dedicated. Strap your chairs. Your chair.
Strap your chairs.
Yeah.
Anyways, as you were saying.
Yeah. So I just want to talk about just games that really immersed you. And what were your guys' games like? Those were my three that I really liked and that really got to me. And then there's like The Walking Dead, but like only the first 2 seasons, so that's what's kind of in the side. I really like that story.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Phenomenal. I fucking love the first 2 seasons of The Walking Dead. I'm not gonna lie. If we get a chance to talk about it, I will.
Yeah, like honestly, I have a lot of shit to say about story immersed games, but I feel like Seabass should probably start off.
Yeah.
No, you're the guest. You're the guest. What are your?
I'm the guest.
What are the only reason why I went first is because I wanted to transition to it, but that's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what are your favorite games?
Give us 3. If you don't want to go off into like a fucking rant, just give us 3 games that really brought you in. I talked about Bloodborne with its game mechanics. I talked about Final Fantasy VII with its characters and how fun it was just to play it. And then The Last of Us was just based on story because I didn't really vibe with the gameplay of The Last of Us first. Because
understandable.
Really?
it's not my game.
Well,
it's not my type of game.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I feel the same way. I feel like the gameplay was very bare bones.
Yeah. It's like a zombie horror game, but also there's like management, survival.
I like that aspect of the game, but like the whole ducking, cover, sneaking, and all that. I felt like it was really lacking. And just for like a very, very quick side note, that's what I thought The Last of Us 2 did right. It refined the gameplay. Didn't really change it much, but it just made it to the point where like if this was
they traded in story for gameplay. That's what they did.
Yeah.
So the first if this was in the first game, it would have been great. But it's not like amazing.
Probably.
I like to see it.
So that's what so I stayed for the story for The Last of Us 2. I even said this when I was playing during it with Ricketts and Sebastian. I'm like, yeah, I'm just here for the story. I'm not really vibing with the gameplay of it because it's just not my thing. But I really like the characters. I really like the story. I like playing as Ellie. I like playing as Joel. So
anyway, on a quick thing. When we shit any game, we're shitting like the way it was made. Or not the way it was made. I don't even know
the way it was released. The way it was released.
That?
The way it was released, or
maybe. I think that's what I meant.
We're just criticizing it.
We're criticizing it because we know there's a lot of hard work that goes into it.
Yeah,
the voice acting is phenomenal in 2. In the second,
amazing. Graphics was like beyond beautiful. But...
Yes.
Yeah, it was ahead of its time. Holy shit! This being a PS3 game, I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we're talking about the Last of Us 2.
Oh, Last of Us 2. Oh yeah, I mean, no doubt. It's a very beautiful game. I've seen this.
Everybody knows
Troy Baker. Troy Baker, the whole cast, just like did an amazing job. They gave the 200% effort. It was fucking amazing just hearing them. It felt like I was just playing a movie.
Yeah,
that's
how
honestly,
I felt.
that was my that was actually like my what would you call it?
Mentality.
That wasn't my selling point. I didn't actually enjoy the movie aspect of it, because if I wanted to play a movie, I'd play that Death Stranding game.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's a whole other thing. Anyways.
Yeah, but anyways, your favorite game.
Yeah.
Go,
And
Raymond.
yeah, that's what I was leading up to. And it's the fact I don't have like I can't pick just a single, like I can't just pick 3 games. I can pick games that have been made by a company like Naughty Dog. The games they made as a whole, Uncharted, fucking The Last of Us. Those 2 series have been like fucking a vocal point of like story mode games that I enjoy playing. Fucking Nathan Drake and his like long journey over the past 4 games. I fucking lived for that shit. That shit was so great. And I guess that's one of the things that I felt immersed was through Naughty Dog's like story, because of their casting, the way they made their story design, everything about it is great. Another thing is Jrpgs.
Oh yeah, tell us about that.
Yeah.
Like I have very, very little experience with JRPGs. Like I think the only one does Nier Automata count as an RPG?
No.
JRPG? No?
No,
I don't think so. Yeah, I think that's what is that considered?
It's like an action RPG game. It's like Bloodborne.
Action RPG. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have no experience. So tell us about that.
And JRPG is like mainly just like there's tactics, and yeah, I say tactics, but I meant that lightly.
Pokemon.
But yeah, Pokemon.
I play Pokemon. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Turn-based game style. That is like a nice change of pace because it gets me a chance to actually critically think when I play, rather than just be mindless into like shooting stuff. So that's nice. Like
I don't get to shoot anything. Trash game.
I don't have an extended mag. What is this?
In Bloodborne, I got to shoot people with my shotgun. What the fuck?
And then one of the biggest JRPG that I fucking enjoyed playing was fucking Persona. Yes. See, you knew it was gonna come up.
Yeah, I didn't know. Well, I knew that Persona was the JRPG, but it didn't come to mind for some reason.
Oh yeah.
So like,
and that's the blessing of the Persona series, is the fact that every single game is different and that you don't need to experience every single. It's like Final Fantasy, which is also it's becoming a personal favorite of mine as well. Even though I just got started with the remake and I'm slowly lurking into the series. I mean, I did start off with 15. Yeah. And I enjoyed 15. I think most people didn't. I don't know why. I totally forgot the argument.
I had the Persona thing again, where it's like, first one, fun, it's good, but like could have improved a lot. And then they played Royal. For some reason, it was like definitive edition now, and Royal was a lot better. It fixed a lot of issues that the first game had. And
okay.
So
like the upgrade edition. Dude, we got all this stuff. Just buy the new one. What? Yeah. What about the one I have now? Yeah, that is one gripe with JRPGs, is the fact that they have that type of thing.
Yeah, they have the Royal edition because it's better. But like, why couldn't you? Because it's better.
You know what? As much as I want to complain, I already have it. I bought it. I already spent nearly 200 hours into both editions of the game, so I won't even talk about that. Yeah, I won't even try to talk about that. No, because with JRPGs, I feel like they've mastered the ability to make you actually feel. I don't even know how to describe it, actually.
Immersed.
Yeah. Well, simpler terms, yeah. Feel immersed, as to what you said. Because like, I don't know, being a leader of a fucking ragtag team and just like, I'm talking about Persona 5.
Yeah.
And then just going through your daily life, like you it doesn't just time jump. Like, it just doesn't span to like a week later. Like, you actually experience day to day until the final boss fight.
Mm-hmm.
And it actually made you feel like you lived that life. I actually feel like I lived in Tokyo. You know what? I know where fucking Central Square is now. Fucking, like, bro, I know everything about Tokyo now. Just because I played Persona 5. Like, that's how immersed I am. I feel like, bro, I know where to go. Oh, Shibuya Cross? I know where that fucking is. Like, I know where to go from there. Like, it's like, bro, that's how immersed I was into the game.
Yeah.
Wow, loves man.
It gets you into that mindset. So Bloodborne too. It's the thing that I'm always gonna be talking about Bloodborne because I fucking love that game. How like different when you play the game, the world changes as you play the game. So when you beat a boss,
Yes,
the world shifts, and you're like, "Oh what the fuck? Where's this? What the? There's new stuff." And that's where it keeps you going. It's like, yep, it's new stuff that you thought like, huh, that's weird. Now makes sense because you're like, oh shit, I did this, and now that caused this, and now I'm fucked.
Yeah, I feel like that game is where you can realize or notice the subtle changes because of your choices.
Because of the choices and how you play the game. Like if you have a lot of insight, that's another thing in the game. The world changes. Like your menu music changes if you have more insight. Like if you have 50 insight, when you go to the hub, the song changes. It's a new song. Some people probably have never heard of the song because they don't have that much insight, which is I thought is fucking amazing. It was like
that's crazy.
That monsters pop up that used to never be there because you have more stuff. You're more crazy because of the choices you're making in the game, and hopefully that's what I get when I play Persona 5, where like my choices matter and I'm playing the game. Because this is my first ever Persona game. I already played Persona 4, but I watch people play it, and I'm like, oh, it's interesting.
Yeah, I don't blame you because the Persona games, they are made for that time.
Yeah,
like it's a time capsule of how things were back when it was made. Persona 4, like it's, I mean, it's like there's nothing different. It's still like a regular tactical like JRPG turntable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you can see the age. You can see the age in the game.
Yeah, and this was made by Atlas, which I really like. Catherine, I know they were made by the same studio.
Right.
I love Catherine. That's another game or story kept me going, even though it's a puzzle game. It's like Honey Pop, where I'm like, I just want to know what happens. But yeah.
Yeah, see. There's that. Yeah, I was fucking Naughty Dog games. Like that's one. See, I don't have a single game. Like it's just so much. I'm just breaking this down into like categories. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, and then the last one, I'd probably have this. I was stuck between Yakuza or Resident Evil, but I think it's more Resident Evil, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, because Resident Evil, that is the difference between the other two is that Resident Evil is what I grew up with. And it grew up with me.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it feels like I grew alongside them, like obviously. Well, yeah, you know what I mean? Because I played the Resident Evil 1 remake back on the GameCube. Mind you, I was shit. I was like, oh, I gotta go on YouTube and look up a fucking strategy guide. How do I do this? What's the puzzle? Like yeah. But regardless, that was like what made me like, oh my god, I have to do all this for a game. This is kind of weird. I'm just used to playing Mario Kart or just And then I think that's what drew me into the series was that I felt like I actually had to put effort into trying to understand puzzles.
Yeah.
And then slowly over time it did change into like a third person shooter.
Mm-hmm.
But
when RE4 came out.
Yes. But RE4 is like the pinnacle, it's like the greatest. It had the horror, it had the gameplay. That's when the gameplay was refined.
It's a video game. when you play RE4, that's a video game. Like it's a horror, but then mini games, and the mini games are like they're implemented to where like they don't take you out of the world.
Yeah, like it's actually integrated. Like you don't feel like you just stepped into just a wacky fucking mini game. It actually makes sense.
It gives you incentives. Like if you do the mini game, you get extra shit to help you out. Because that game's hard.
Yeah. That game is hard. I will say that much. Like,
well, you're like, oh shit, I could get extra stuff if I do this. You're gonna do it.
Yeah.
I think that's a smart move on them. Like,
shit, dude. Like I played professional mode on that thing. That thing was a fucking nightmare. And trust me, the reward for it is great. I have a laser cannon. Fucking beautiful. Let me just demolish everybody with that shit.
Fuck these fucking zombies.
Yeah. I don't know. I grew up with Resident Evil. Fucking Chris Redfield, Jill Valentine. And playing the second one, oh my god, I'm playing Chris's sister. Who's Leon? Who is this guy? And you see him evolve into like this fucking god mode of. Have you seen the animated series or animated movies?
Yeah, dude.
There was what was one of them? He I think it was Vendetta. Is when he turned into John Wick. I was like, what? When the fuck did this happen? You were just a police officer.
He was a rookie.
New town. He was a rookie. He just started. Now you're telling me he's working for the president and knows gung fu? Like what? What just happened?
What zombie's gonna make you have to learn gun fu? What the fuck?
I'm seeing a zombie with an AK-47. Like, where the fuck did you need to learn that? Yeah, like I saw the evolution of an entire series from start to finish. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't exaggerate from start to finish, but you know, I saw the changes. Yeah, I saw the changes from early RE to what it is now, and I feel like I'm still invested into that now. As you heard, like maybe 2 days ago, Angel, I was just like, dude, Resident Evil Infinite Darkness is coming out on Netflix, and it's a series. Oh my god, it's a dream come true.
Oh
slap my desk. I'm ready. Like I am all in. Just let me know when the release date is. I'll call off work and I'll just be there.
Watch it. I love where the series is going now. It's going back to it being a horror game because it kind of lost that after 4. After 5, 6, and you're like, this is not a zombie game anymore.
Going down. It was like it was going up, and then it slowly stayed like just at a standstill. And then once it hit 6, it jumped off the cliff. It just
all right, time to fucking die now. And people were like, no, not Resident Evil.
I'm a commit seppuku. Like, just like.
And then it gave us the Uno reverse card when 7 came out.
Uno reverse card.
You thought? 7 you're like, yes, Capcom. Yes!
Yeah, and that's...
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. It's made by Capcom.
Made by Capcom.
Capcom is also tuning out bangers, okay? We got Monster Hunter Rise in World. Then we have Resident Evil 7 and 8. And hopefully whatever Street Fighter, if it's getting better. And then DMC 5.
It's 6.
Resident Evil 8 is coming out next month. Oh.
Like, Capcom, even though they're doing pretty shit tier on their fighting game front, on their other games, their AAA releases,
yes,
fucking phenomenal work. It's a golden era for action-based games for Capcom, which I'm really happy about. So,
right.
Hopefully they can do that for their fucking fighting games. I'm looking at you, MVC Infinite. You son of a bitch. Oh my god. That game sucked. It was as interesting as Avengers. The game.
Yes.
I'm not talking about Avengers the game. I'm sorry. I'm not getting into that.
I totally understand. I wouldn't either. As much as I love Marvel, I would never touch that with a 10-foot pole. Yeah, I mean, even though it's on sale and I might consider it.
It was free at one point, right?
It is still free.
It's still free.
It's on PlayStation now, and I'm not. Yeah,
it deserves to be there.
for the entire lifespan of what that game has, maybe 3 weeks.
Yeah,
maybe on a month. It's on its deathbed.
Yeah. I mean, like, you have a good 3D game. You have Ultimate Alliance. Why couldn't you just ask them to help you out, Square Enix? Your game looks like trash.
Real man.
It's so boring.
No, but don't go. Like, yo, he still got some more stuff. Guess what it is? They're like, oh, dude, like, this is gonna be sick. What is it? We have Hawkeye. What? Okay.
Yeah, I remember when you played the demo, right? Or the beta?
Dude, Spider-Man isn't even out. Where's Spider-Man?
That is true. They said Spider-Man would be in a PlayStation exclusive, which, mind you, as much as I'm a PlayStation person, that's fucking stupid. I will say that much. It is stupid to have that character exclusive to PlayStation.
Well, it's not even out, so it's not even worth it.
It's not even worth my anger.
Yeah, it's not even there. Sucks. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Anyways,
there was a pamphlet right there. You just play the Ultimate Alliance games and then make your game good. But like, nah.
fucking scrubs.
Let's make goodwill versions of the Avengers, and then let's they're like, but how you gonna make players play it? We're gonna give him really well-known voice actors. But what? That's how we get him, and then we're gonna call it Avengers. Is that it?
I'm not gonna cap, dude. Like, they literally made a real life Avengers by having all the best voice actors into one pile up. Yeah. But it just well
just
done.
Bad.
Nolan North, Troy Baker.
There was no color was flat. It looked gray. So dumb. I'm like, bro, you have so many games.
I like how this turned to a roast session about Avengers, the video game.
It's just I'm so mad.
Yeah.
Like, why would I play Avengers when I can playing Ultimate Alliance 3? I could be playing with Gambit and Wolverine and not stupid Hawkeye and Miss Marvel.
You know what? I'd rather touch Deadpool, the video game, with Nolan North. I'd rather play that game.
That game was kind of fun.
That game was fun, though.
Yeah, it was stupid fun.
Yeah, I played I think I played the second one.
Yeah, it was good.
The second one?
But the
I think there was the second one.
The what? Deadpool?
Were there two Deadpool games?
No, there was only one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then I played that one.
Okay, then I played them.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I think I played on the Xbox 360. I'm not sure. But
it's a good game. Not great. The jokes were like good too. There's some flops. It was fun. They got the X-Men in there and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But
anyways, that is me. That is my three, not top 3 games, but categories. I would say.
Nice.
Very nice.
Co-host, co-guest, dedicated guest.
Dedicated guest.
Dedicated guest.
Give us your 3.
My 3. I don't like Rayman. I don't really have. Actually, I can say it's because it's really hard for me because I have a lot of games that I put so many hours in, but I still wouldn't really call my favorite. But
Modern Warfare.
Modern Warfare, yeah, I put so many hours in the game. Oh my god! But not necessarily my top one, just the one that I can easily say that it's one of my favorite games. Monster Hunter. I think that's like the only game that I actually put so many hours in, and also I can still call like my favorite game, or a favorite game. Yeah,
okay.
I don't know about like what like just wrap me into the world a bit with well, not really. It's hard to explain how I felt about Monster Hunter when I first started playing it.
You hated it.
I hate it. Well, yeah, it was a journey at first. Oh fuck.
Yeah, similarly to like fighting games, it's a journey. It was
made by a fighting game company.
Capcom. Yeah, Capcom. Like I started off playing the game thinking, oh well, it's a game that Angel and Ricketts wanted me to get. I finally got it. I'll probably like play a bit, see if how
you were playing that other game. That Epic game.
The Epic game?
Bashful? Fashion? Basmal? You remember that Monster Hunter clone that Epic Games made?
Oh, Dauntless.
Oh,
Dauntless.
Yeah. Okay. So
Dauntless, and you're like, man, I wish there was like different monsters and stuff and all of that. And then Ricketts got me into playing Monster Hunter, and I'm like, yo, Sebastian.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for reminding me about that. Yeah. Okay. So
Fuck Dauntless.
I never really enjoyed like big monster games. Is that the genre of like Monster Hunter?
Yeah.
Big monster.
Just call it the Monster Hunter genre.
Yeah, I guess the Monster Hunter genre. But then I started playing Dauntless, and then I was like, oh wow, this is actually pretty fun. But what annoyed me was
Dauntless, yeah.
What annoyed me though was that the game didn't really have a lot of variety with it. It was like 14 monsters, with like different variants of them. And I was like, okay, this is great, but like I need more, right? And there's only so much you can do. And then Ricketts and Angel told me about Monster Hunter, and at first I wasn't really interested, but I finally got the game since it was on sale. At first, yeah. Well, then, at first it was okay, Angel and Ricketts were like way ahead of me in that game, but as I started playing it more, it got to the point where I was like, hey, this is actually fun. It's kind of weird. It was like completely different from what I played before, because like I at the time I was still playing Dauntless, but it was still very like fresh.
That was during our Fortnite and Dauntless plays when we were playing that.
Yeah, because like I was only playing Dauntless for like a little bit, for a month at the time before Monster Hunter, so like the whole monster genre was still new to me. And then there came to a point where I surpassed Angel and Ricketts, and I just went off.
Metal Gear.
I just love the challenge of the game. How you work to like know these monsters and their moves, and then like how like it really.
You become a monster hunter.
Yeah, you become a monster hunter, and it feels really epic. And I just fell in love with the gameplay, the music. I said story before, but I was like, oh wait, no, the story wasn't that great. But like,
nah, it's just like, it's like new monster, get it, fucking get it,
get it.
So it was like, I think it's one of the
story was more interesting than the actual monster hunter story.
Yeah. But yeah, I still really enjoyed it, and it just became a game that I put so many hours into, and it wasn't like a grind like Modern Warfare, or there was another game, but I can't remember it. But yeah, so that's one of the Monster Hunter. Iceborne.
Yeah, I was about to be like, we kind of.
That's a whole other game, even though it's just DLC. It's a whole other game.
That's like one of the games where we actually were there for the entire ride.
Yeah, like I started the DLC day one. Yeah. And oh man, I just loved Iceborne so much.
I remember you hating the beginning.
Oh yeah, no, I hated the beginning. Yeah, I remember that. I remember I almost quit playing Monster Hunter because I couldn't get past the first monster of the DLC.
Fucking Beatotus.
Yeah, but then once I beat him and I got more into the game,
I thought you were calling him a beta male. Sorry. I was like, Jesus.
That monster is a beta male. Fuck that monster. Pussy.
Yeah, I just loved like the whole like everything about Monster Hunter, aside from the story. But I mean, of course, you're fighting monsters. There's not gonna be much of a story.
Well, you make your own story.
You make your own story. You're your own hunter.
Yeah, fuck you, Momo.
yeah, but
fuck that bitch.
So yeah, this is Monster Hunter. Really, like the first game to really got me into a different genre from what I previously always been playing, such as like my main staple of video games is FPSs, and that comes to Halo 4, my other favorite game. It was another game where I put a lot of hours into it, but I also really enjoyed everything about it. From the, it's weird because people say like, oh, like Halo 4 is where it all went downhill, and I can like understand that. Well, like people didn't enjoy the sprinting and whatnot.
But that's a dumb reason.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, like since it was the first, like I grew up playing the Halo Combat Evolved demo, because I had on my old Xbox, like the first Xbox.
Played the demo? But you didn't even play the full game?
No. I had a disc that had like 17 demo games.
Oh, was it like coming from like Xbox magazine and just like, oh look, free demo disc?
Yeah, I had that, and I had there was Halo Combat Evolved on it, and so I just played the heck out of whatever I could play. That one, like half a mission that I could play in that demo, and I played all the time because I just loved like that. Like it was so weird because I played Call of Duty at the time. Well, actually, I don't think Call of Duty or Black Ops was out.
Well, at that time, Call of Duty was probably like what, maybe in the Call of Duty 3. It
This
still
was
in the
this was 2008. What came out?
2008.
Yeah.
Ooh, I want to say it was either Modern Warfare or Call of Duty 3. I want to say that's those are the Call of Duties at that time.
Okay, I didn't play Modern Warfare. I played the campaign, but I never played like the multiplayer. So like the FPSs weren't really like a thing for me at the time. I didn't really understand like the whole FPS genre, but I played them. It was weird. But yeah, so I always loved Halo. But since when I finally got my first Halo game on the Xbox 360, I just immediately fell in love with it because it's like, oh, I'm like living my childhood finally. And I finally get to play a Halo game, despite it being the one that like a lot of the fandom say is like trash. But
Trash.
yeah, because like they didn't like the elites, I guess, right? Because they did a whole like style change to all the to everything. But I didn't care because that was my first real Halo game, and I loved it. I loved the multiplayer. I loved the story. I always replayed the story a whole bunch of times. I always did multiple challenges or multiple difficulties, the highest difficulty. I love the Spec Ops. I just love that game. And then I guess I could also say, including with Halo 4, Halo 3, when I finally got my hands on it after like 4 years of getting Halo 4.
Right.
I love the story. I didn't get to play the multiplayer that much because it was a dead game at the time. It was only like 3,000 players playing, but I enjoyed the multiplayer as well. So I could say Halo 3 and 4 together makes up like a favorite.
I can understand 3. I can understand.
Yeah. And then for like my third one, I can't really say because then I would have to like go through a lot of games that I put a bunch of hours in, but I never really like enjoyed them in a sense like like an
story
example
game that actually caught your interest, at least one.
Oh, see, like that's the thing though. Like I love story games, but they're not my favorite type of games to play. Like
really? Okay.
Yeah, because like obviously there's a story in Halo 3 and 4.
Attack on Titan 2.
I like
I'll fill in the blank for you. It is Attack on Titan 2.
Titan 2.
I love Attack on Titan 2 though.
I love that game too. I didn't think I was gonna like it, and then
I'm like, I only got it.
I thought this was a piece of shit, but it's actually a hidden gem.
Yeah, like I thought I only got it because I was on a high from Attack on Titan, and when I got it, I was like, man, I kind of regret buying this because I know this could be a piece of shit, but no, it was actually really fun.
It was a
but
good
like what's a hidden gem?
Tell me.
Fallout 76. Great game.
No. Shut up.
Oh, God. Yeah.
I don't want to hear it.
You know what else is a hidden masterpiece? Cyberpunk 2077.
All right, you're banned.
Oh my God.
Podcast.
I really hope.
Enter the podcast. This is no longer.
I'm kind of hoping that Cyberpunk gets the No Man's Sky treatment to where they don't talk about it until
it's getting there. It's getting there.
It's getting
I
there.
won't say that much.
Yeah, it might, but
inch by inch.
Inch by inch.
Oh, you know what? I think I could say, oh no, not Skyrim, because like Skyrim, I put a lot of hours in Skyrim, but then looking back on it, I'm like, well, it was just like it's the Skyrim experience where you can put a lot of hours in it and not like do everything. That like the whole thing about Skyrim.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't really say that it was a favorite game of mine. I don't know. It just like I love, like I said before, I love story games, but I just for some reason.
What's a game that actually captured you in the world?
In the world?
Yeah. Maybe you don't know the story, sure, but just that you actually felt there, even though you don't know what's going on.
Oh, in the world. Oh, okay. I'd have to go back all the way to when the original Xbox I had. This game called The Knights of the Old Republic. It was like a really old Star Wars game. Oh, you remember those?
Yes, I do.
That one.
Okay, so tragic story. I love that game to death. Actually, I'll maybe put that in my like top 3 list. But I played that game when I was like 8 years old, 7, along with Halo Combat Evolved. But like I had no idea what I was
demo of it as well.
No, this is the full game. This is the full game. But like I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know what these stats were. I didn't know I was basically playing D&D Star Wars Edition. I didn't know. I was like, oh, what's Constitution? It sounds cool. I'm gonna put points in there. Like dexterity, lame. There's an X in there. I don't like the letter X. You know, it's just like I was just trying to.
I don't like the letter X. Not for me.
I didn't understand the game, but I loved the game so much because, funny enough, I've only watched like. I don't think I was really much of a Star Wars person at the time. I think I only watched like A New Hope, and that's it. But for some reason, I just really love, the Star Wars world when I was playing Knights of the Old Republic, and I'd get so far into the game. For some reason, I played on hard mode, I think I played like on the highest difficulty, and I still made it to like pretty far.
Like a good portion of the game.
Yeah, really far into the game actually. But what's the one thing that stopped me?
What?
It wasn't the hard NPCs or the hard enemies. It wasn't like the mechanics. No, it was a simple puzzle. A simple puzzle that 7 or 8-year-old me couldn't figure out because you needed to know basic algebra to solve it.
Oh, it's like you have to turn the wheel to the right, and you're like to the left, and then you're like, I fucking hate this, and then you just turn off the game.
It was like, like those puzzles where you have to like, there's like a pole and there's multiple rings, and you have to like rearrange the rings in a certain order so that they will ascend in a certain sizes.
I think I understand. Yeah. Like I get the type of puzzle it is.
Yeah, there's like 3 poles, and you have to like make sure you put them in.
Get each one to the right height, and then as soon
Yeah,
as
right
it does, it just boom.
So imagine that, but add numbers to it. So it's like,
man, I would have trouble with that now. What do you mean?
Yeah, like you would move a ring to one pylon, and then it's like, all right, it has a +2 charge, and then it's like -1 charge, and I'm like, I don't understand. I didn't understand the concept of negative numbers at the time because I was only
could be negative. What does this mean?
Why is there a dash before the number?
So I could never pass that part of the game. So like once I reached that point, I was like, all right, I'll just start the game over again, and I played like at least 5 times, and every time I played, I'd always get to that point. I'm like, all right, that's the end of the game. Yeah, so that's it. But like, I recently got the game again on Steam because it was like $3, and I'm playing on normal mode. I don't know how the fuck 7 or 8-year-old me made it past or made it that far, because I'm having difficulty now on normal mode, and I played the game on hard when I was like 7 years old.
How do they get through this?
Yeah. But yeah, Star Wars: Knights of the Republic. The story was like, you really felt like you were part of you were like in the foreign alien planet, and you're discovering all these things, and I just really loved it.
Like No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky. I'm thinking of buying that game since it's on sale. But
seeing the internet historian video about it, not my cup of tea. I don't know. I just don't like.
Yeah, you're not really a big fan on the survival.
No, I completely understand.
I'm a huge horror fan, but I don't like survival horror, which is what and then the Son of the Forest, which is coming out. I don't really like that much. Like I'll play Outlast. I love Outlast 1, and I love the DLC of it. Outlast 2 was okay. Resident Evil was good. Resident Evil 7 was really good.
Yeah,
I could see that because when I touch not Resident Evil, Fallout 76, bringing this up again, I can see because as much as I'm teasing you on trying to get it, I can understand why you'd hate it.
Yeah,
because I I played it for 30 minutes, and I'm like, I already have to watch what I eat, what I drink. Bro, I'm carrying too much shit. I gotta put that shit into storage. There's nothing next to me. What am I gonna do? Ah, fuck. I guess I'll throw it out in the fucking trash. Hell, maybe I can scrap it for something better. But then that'll add more weight. Like just I could see why it's unappealing too.
Like the only reason why I like Minecraft is because I can build cool shit. Other than that,
And that's word for word what Ricketts told me, and it's the fact that you can build and have fun with it.
I can build cool shit. That's the only reason why I play Minecraft. Or else I would be fucking playing Honey Pop 2 Double Date.
Jesus Christ!
I love that game, man. Game's so fun.
God, no.
Don't judge me.
Okay,
But
you know what? Speaking of like M-rated games, one of the other best series I've ever played, fucking Witcher.
Witcher. I wish
mean,
I
The
got
Witcher.
the game. All of them
Phenomenal.
or 3?
All of them.
All of them.
Wait. Okay. Well, this is the thing. I got so engrossed into the fucking series because I didn't care about the gameplay for one,
Mm-hmm.
for the very first one. But looking back at it now, I don't want to play the first one again. Because that shit was just like was so clunky. It was so I don't know how I went through it, but I got through it. But the story itself, great. And my god, the characters. I won't go into detail about who I'm talking about. The characters, Jesus.
Yeah, I like to play a Witcher game. That's what Juan, our buddy Juan, likes. The Witcher 2.
The Witcher 2.
Or Witcher. Pretty sure it's Juan. I want to say it. That might not be it. Don't fact check me on that.
What?
I don't know if Juan likes The Witcher.
No, he likes The Witcher.
Yeah. Okay, I was right.
Yeah, he was the only one I was able to talk about The Witcher with because I was like,
I knew it.
Like, this man said, "Oh, dude, I also bought the books, which I haven't done."
Oh, really?
But he was like, "Dude, I bought the first novel." I was like, "Wait, what?" And he's like, "Dude, yeah, I'm going through the first book right now. I might get the second one." I was like, "Oh, you bigger fan than me,
you fucking nerd."
Yeah, you.
Hey, man.
What are you? Into Harry Potter? Get the fuck out of here, you fucking nerd.
That bullshit.
Hey, I know.
What?
No, it's I used to read a lot of books too. So.
Oh, nerd. Fucking nerd.
I think that's like a reason why I can't really put Skyrim into like my favorite, because I used to play that game, but I would have to force myself to immerse myself into like the world and like create my own story. Like oh yeah, here's a question for y'all. Like what kind of game do you like, your ideal game that you want, or something that you're hoping would
That is
come
asking
out?
a lot, bro. That's so crazy. I
know,
don't even think I have an answer for that.
Like for me, this is kind of like cliche, but like I really, like how the isekai genre, right? Like you become an adventurer, or like not an isekai genre, sorry, fantasy, just fantasy, like any, not including anime, but just like fantasy in general. Like you're an adventurer, you go out, kill monsters, whatever, bring in your gold, go to a tavern, whatever, sleep, and like I guess you could say like the D&D world, right?
D&D stuff.
Yeah. D&D stuff, right? But like I always wanted that as a game, and I'm pretty sure somewhere out there is a game like that, but I wanted one that was like, up to date. And at the time that would be like Skyrim for me, but I have to like force myself by getting the mods, and then like also just getting to that I guess like role playing mindset.
Yeah.
Right, like going to the tavern or an inn and paying for a night's rest. Yeah, I would like really enjoy it if a game like that actually came out, instead of like having me to like use Skyrim as a medium.
Well, that might be Elder Scrolls 6.
Maybe.
Remember when that got announced?
Wow, yeah, 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
Oh my god.
Doom Eternal got announced at the same time, and it's already on its DLC.
But well, what about you guys?
Last legs of support.
Yeah, it is. Holy shit, it is. Maybe we're gonna get Elder Scrolls 6.
In your dreams.
I mean,
get Overwatch 2 by then, before that ever comes out.
Yeah.
So what? So you want to ask what is our ideal game that we want?
Damn.
That is I really I want the same feeling I had when I was playing Bloodborne. After
it's like a drug. You want to capture that same feeling.
I want to capture that feeling to where this game terrifies the shit out of me, but I can't stop playing it. I like it when I play
masochist. That's what you are. Yeah, I'm getting hurt so much, but I like it.
I'm getting scared and I'm just in awe of the world. I see this ginormous castle that I have to go through, and I don't know what's gonna come out of it. I just love that. I want
because there are so many things going down in your mind.
There could be just I can see a hallway and I can see 16 ways I can die in that hallway. So I have to and that's why I like Blood, because I don't have a shield anymore. It's just all based on my reflexes, and then my weapon, the use of the weapon, and knowing the mobs. Because in Bloodborne, if your weapon is too big for a hallway, it will clink, and your attack gets canceled. So you're just wide open, and you're like, "Oh, I'm fucked."
It's an anxiety-inducing game.
I love that, where it's you the game makes you it makes you think. Be like, I know you like using the long version of your weapon, but if you use it in this small door, like this small hallway, it's gonna hit the walls, and you're fucked. So you're gonna have to get used to using your other weapon. So for Sebastian, he wants the adventure type by the tavern. I want the Lovecraftian horror where me going crazy is a good thing because it progresses the game for me. But also it's a terrifying feeling because me knowing that there's shit higher above me gives me that sense of anxiety and that thrill of continuing the journey and finding the truth. And then when knowing the truth, anything can happen at that point. So that would be my ideal game.
Okay.
Scares the shit out of me not knowing what's going to happen. And the game being like, you get ready for this fucking roller coaster. And then also making me feel like a badass. Because Bloodborne has some really badass moments where I dodge this, dodge. I'm in 1 HP and I'm almost killing the monster. And then when I do it, you get that magnificent prey slaughtered and red and blood falling down. And it's all this, the music stops playing and it's dead silent. Oh, it's so good. Stop, Chops.
Chops was just like, what the fuck you on about?
I want my Bloodborne experience again. I would do anything to play Bloodborne like I did the first time. Yeah. Okay, how about you, Raymond? Come on.
Honestly, bro, I feel the way I'm pictured it is I just want a real life game simulator. That's just what I want.
Oh, definitely, dude.
And it's
playing Monster Hunter in Ready Player One would be the fucking dream.
See, that would be my ideal game too. It's just including the whole day-to-day life of going for a bounty, getting money, whatever, and then using that money to buy your food, and then going to sleeping at an inn or buying a little house, whatever,
Yeah.
Like a full what's that called again?
Hyperdrive. Yeah, full dive. Yeah.
Full dive game.
Oh my god, if that exists, I'm going into a 4-year coma. I'm just gonna be in there in that world. I'll be like Kirito. No, just kidding. No, yeah, but the way the ideal my ideal game is like fucking. It's like Persona, where you do your day-to-day stuff, but then on your offhand you have some other shit to do that advances into the game.
Blowing up some banks.
Yeah,
I never played a Persona game.
Blowing up banks. Yeah, and the closest feeling I had to that was Fallout. The only issue was that Fallout took place in a dystopian world where everything's just on and you're just dealing with raiders. And trust me, that is a great concept, and I love that. Like, just how the world goes to shit, and you're like the only person who has still remained like humanity that still has humanity in them, like Fallout 4. The only thing I wish is that it's not a dystopian place.
Just like a regular.
And yeah, just a regular world, open world. You do your day-to-day stuff, and then and then the next day you do like bounty hunting or whatever.
Yeah.
And then next day you're just talking with like someone from the party
Trying
in
to
your
get
party,
brownie points for it.
and then try to befriend them, like increase the bond level, get closer to them.
Attack on Titan 2.
Yeah.
Charlie liked that you like your steak medium. Carl hates it. Steak medium.
Yeah, it's all these integrated systems from different games into one. And that was the thing that was missing from Fallout. Another thing was the character development. At least for I want to say for most of them, it's kind of dense. The characters feel dense. You never really cared about the characters.
Uh-huh.
And if they had taken the same amount of care and love as the characters from like this is totally unfair in comparison, but as the characters from Persona, just like having the same character design and plug it into an open world day-to-day simulator, that is my ideal.
Right. Yeah. Good shit. These games are great. I love games like them. I really hope we get that. I really hope Elden Ring is good when it comes out.
Elden Ring?
Yeah, we got some leaks of it.
I heard about that.
So fucking stupid. How are you gonna be in 2020 with your iPhone having like a 4K camera and your screen looks like shit?
Wait, didn't they debunk that as like Yeah, didn't they debunk it? I thought it was like fake.
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. Either way, I really hope Elden Ring comes out.
And I hope fucking Overwatch, man.
Overwatch 2 comes out.
Yeah.
I know RE8. The demo's out right now.
Yeah, dude. Oh, the demo. That's right.
Yeah, it's fucking weird how they're doing the demo. It's like 8 hours. 8 hours every day. So you can play the demo.
Really?
Yeah, it's like you have a time schedule for it. So 1 week you're gonna play one part of the demo. The next week you're gonna play the second part of the demo. The third week,
that's actually pretty cool.
Like it's cool. It's just out of nowhere. But the thing is, like, you only get 8. There's an 8-hour period of you playing it.
Yeah.
So I hope it's good. I really hope.
On a quick side note, dude, Overwatch 2, I'm fucking just so hyped. Oh my god, dude. I know that I don't know if Angel, like, do you like Overwatch?
No.
Really?
Have you played Overwatch?
Shooter, yeah. I don't like it.
But what about like its story? Like, if you actually didn't have to sit through the gameplay and just learn the story, would the story interest you?
I like Genji's story, but that's because Juan. Number one Genji.
Yeah. That's the thing that I understand. It's Blizzard. Of course, they're making a competitive game, like a.
Yeah.
Like, they made League of. Yeah. Oh wait, they didn't make League of Legends. What am I talking about?
I just don't like the What was it? Deliver the objective type of style games.
Mm-hmm.
have to follow the objective and then make sure it gets delivered. It's not my type. Because I remember playing TF2 for a while. It was alright. I didn't love it, but it was okay. So when Overwatch came out, I'm like, oh, it's like this. So you get special moves, and then I played it. I'm like, but it's kind of boring. Personally, again, I was not a big.
Yeah, I totally understand.
And then that's where I played.
It's not that for everybody.
I'm like, all right, fuck this game.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, I don't know why, but Overwatch, I get like it kind of sounds absurd, but I get Marvel vibes from it.
Marvel, yeah.
I can feel it.
Because like characters are lovable, they're superhero, like, you know, all that. And mind you, it's like the way it looks too, it's just fucking beautiful.
I'm not. Their trailers are really good. Blizzard has a good. They know how to do with trailers. They know how to do their animated.
Like if they decide to make movies, like a fucking universe out of it, oh my god!
When the WoW stuff was coming
take
out,
my money now.
You know, I kind of feel the same way about like Overwatch and the whole like it's kind of like Marvel, with Apex, because you know you have like your own individual.
That too, yeah.
And like they all have their own like backstory and like the lore and everything. And maybe that's why I gravitated to Apex.
Yeah, because dude, Loba and Revenant, they had like the little side beef, even though they're still working together.
Yeah,
and you know that because fucking Revenant killed Loba's parents, and then it's just so weird to see them working together, and they acknowledge that fact. They're just like, don't thank me, fucking get out of here. I don't.
Yeah, like you can hear it in
I don't want to be working with you.
Yeah, you can like hear it in the voice lines, and then the rare voice lines you get, like whenever Revenant goes down, Loba will have a chance to say like, "Oh, like don't worry, I'll come get you," and then she like under her breath she says, "Son of a bitch," and it's like, you know, it's like I love that attention to detail.
Yeah. And same shit happens in Overwatch. There's like this little side story going on in the game. Like you probably won't even catch it unless you really try to like understand. You know?
Yeah.
Because with like Tracer and Widowmaker, like they got that fucking beef because they used to be best friends, I think, and then all of it, and then Widowmaker becomes a fucking, starts working for the other side. Yeah, just dude, the story. I'm just story. If that ever comes out for either games, like a story mode, fucking
for fighting games.
No, for like Apex and like Overwatch. For like the hidden backstory is going down and it's fully fleshed out into an actual mode. Bro.
Yeah, that's where where fighting games are heading out. They're heading into their story modes.
Where does Negan fit into Tekken 7?
He's just a DLC character.
No. He has to be canon to the lore.
DLC. Every beginning of the trailer, it's like this does not involve the Tekken 7 story. So I'm like, you motherfuckers like, how does Negan fit into the lore? It's a DLC, okay? And why he's questioning Negan as a character? There's a fucking panda. Panda is not panda.
Panda is not panda.
Panda Junai.
Panda Junai. But like I know MK11, their story modes are really good. They're top. They're NetherRealm Studios can make a fucking good story mode. But they're Injustice too. I remember playing Injustice 1. Their story mode is really good, and then I think those games got me to read the comics. I'm like, damn, this is a really good story.
I could, yeah.
Yeah. So I know KOF is making a story mode. Tekken Poly, nah, I don't like their story. Just like where the characters go. I don't like the story mode of Tekken.
But long story short, you should play Tekken.
You should play Tekken, yeah.
Let's get ready to play I'd rather play House Flipper than ever touch Tekken. I'm just kidding. I probably. Huh?
I forgot about like yesterday. I think didn't House of the Dead remake get announced? I saw some House of the Dead shit. Yeah, it looks
really
sick.
I want to check it out right now. Hold up.
Really good.
House of the Dead wow, it's the first thing that pops up. Oh,
yeah.
For the Switch?
Yeah.
I can see why you saw it because Maximilian made a video on it.
Yeah. Also, I was playing House of the Dead 5 in round 1. Damn, that's
really dude. Once play starts opening up, dude, I will go there with you guys.
Yeah, round 1 is great. Everyone go to round 1 in your respective cities. Don't come to mine. Fuck off.
You should also go. You should go to your nearest Fry's Electronics.
You should go to.
Wait, sorry, it's already permanently closed down. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you should go to my Amazon wish list.
I have no memories of that. So.
I don't know why I brought it up because, dude, wow, that was a good segue. Anyways, I was like, dude, I built my PC and I'm like fucking so happy. And I was like, dude, I'm gonna go to Fry's Electronics, and I was like, okay, I'll be there soon. And I drove there. I take a quick look, and I'm like, it's closed down. All right, where do I go from here? And then I'd be like, there's a Best Buy, but fucking, I know the word best is in their fucking store, but I was like, that's not really the best place to be at. Jesus Christ, I'd rather be anywhere else but a Best Buy.
Oh my god. Hey, I bought my Boss soundbar at Best Buy.
Yeah, and does it work?
Yeah, of course, it's Boss. It actually sounds really good.
Oh yeah, anything made by Boss is actually pretty good. Oh dude, they're fucking have you seen their sunglasses where it has a built-in speaker?
It does?
Yeah, have you seen those?
Why would anybody wear that? Stupid.
Bro, don't even try to say that is like the peak of technology, dude. I'd wear that sunglass every day.
Having a jukebox wired to your lunchbox, like, what the fuck would you have
that? No. Okay. Oh no.
What's sad is that I know somebody who has that.
You have to tell me who. After this podcast, you have to tell me. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh my God, it's great.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, this was a good podcast.
Yeah.
Come back to me saying, bro, this podcast is gonna be shit.
Everybody clip, put in the timestamp for Raymond said this is gonna be a shit podcast.
It's gonna be shit.
You think someone's gonna go all the way back and then try to look for that?
Probably not.
You think somebody's gonna watch this?
Hey,
like, yeah, man.
I'm fucking kidding.
Podcast episode is really good for some reason.
Yeah, honestly, this is honestly a good test one for me.
Yeah, it was very fun. It was really good.
Yeah, it was nice to have you.
I liked your stuff. You'll be back. Never.
You bitch.
I'm still waiting for those $5 on PayPal for plugging your YouTube.
But you're gonna catch these 5 fingers in your face. I'm fucking beat your what? That made no sense.
I was like, I thought you were just saying something else.
You're gonna catch these 5 fingers enclosed into a fist form into your face. There you go.
Nice, very nice. Thank you for explaining your insult.
Fuck you, motherfucker. Anyways. I gotta do it one time.
Oh, dude, that makes me laugh every single time.
It's so funny.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, damn. We
gotta bring out the Filipino accent.
The Filipino accent. Now people know you're Filipino.
Oh, fuck. I'm giving too much information. Bleep that. Anyways, gotta go.
Hey, I'm bleeping. I'm not bleeping that. It's way too late into the... You know how much effort I have to put into editing that?
You actually put effort?
No. The fuck?
You're like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Fuck off. Well, for closing remarks, what are you playing right now, Raymond?
What am I playing now?
Oh wait, no, we know Fallout 76. All right, Sebastian, what are you playing right now?
What am I playing right now? I'm playing Subnautica.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Never have I been mortally, or is it mortifully? Mortified? Whatever. I've been terrified.
Mortified?
No, I don't know what I was trying to say there, but yeah, I've Never been so scared of the ocean.
I think the word you're looking for is mortified.
No, like I was trying to find an adjective or an adjective. Man, I just don't have under.
You're scared.
My brain. Dude. I just had a brain fart so hard. Okay. Anyway, I've never been so scared of a like survival crafting game. It's just pretty fun, you know. I really enjoyed the base building and like the searching.
I actually do remember hearing you scream like a bitch when you were playing.
All right. You try playing Subnautica. No, it's just like I got to the point in the game where if I want to progress, I have to go to like the dark part of the ocean, and like this doesn't really help because I have always had a fear of like the unknown in the ocean or in the ocean.
Yeah.
So having the game forced me to go to this very, very dark part of this map, knowing that there's sea monsters that can just come out of nowhere and grab onto me and eat me. Yeah, no, but like I still enjoy the game. You know, it's just like it's really cool. Sad that it's not multiplayer, but yeah. So what about you?
Yeah, host. What is the game you playing right now?
Oh, me? Oh man, I didn't think it were gonna come back to me.
Yeah, bro, I'm coming back to me.
I guess currently going through Persona 5 Royale.
Yes.
So
great. I'm so glad you're playing that right now. That's so great.
Pretty happy with it. I'm trying to finish Ghost of Tsushima. It's not that the game's bad. It's just I haven't played it for a while, so I'm getting back into the groove, and it's gonna be a little bit.
Yeah, understandable.
It's fine. I've been at work, and I'm like, man, I could be playing Persona 5 right now. Like, fuck. So I'm liking it. So yeah, there's that, and then after Ghost of Tsushima, I want to get into Hollow Knight, and then I am currently plowing through that, which is called Honey Pop 2 Double Date.
Okay, that's the end of the stream. Have a good night, y'all. No, I'm just kidding.
Shut the fuck up.
It's my podcast now. I'm just kidding.
But yeah, I'm trying to finish Honey Pop 2. Because Enrique played Honey Pop 1 and I want him to play Honey Pop 2. So I want to finish that before him so I can help him out with it. That's pretty much it. And then I know before the podcast started, we were talking about RPG Maker games, and I kind of want to get back into that too.
That could always be a next topic. Next time I'm here.
Yeah, next time hopefully Sebastian and you have been playing. We'll play some.
Maybe by then I'll get a taste of it.
Because I'm really interested in both like playing the game, like RPG makers, and also making one myself.
Yeah, it should be great. I really want to. Hopefully, when you guys come back, or we'll have Raymond back whenever he can. We can talk about that. We didn't get to
3 years, bitches.
Just talk about this time, but I really hope we get to next time because it's a fun topic. I really like a lot of RPG Maker games.
You'll see a live version of this, all of us in person.
Yeah, hopefully.
That'd be pretty cool.
If you like that, if you comment, subscribe, and ring that deadly dumb doorbell. Ring bell.
Reveal that 10,000 subscribers.
At 10,000 subscribers, we will do a live podcast showing. At 20,000 subscribers,
wow! Then I'll see you in 10 years. Fuck.
All right.
I'm just kidding. All right.
Yeah, that's what we're currently do. Okay, Raymond, I'm sorry. I actually cut you off.
No, you're good.
I only let you say Fallout 76. What else are you playing, Raymond? Tell us.
Oh, we actually came back to me. That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna just skip you for the meme.
Oh shit! Well, I mean, you're not wrong. That is literally what I just started Fallout 76. That is the hardest thing because I have stopped being so invested in games as of recently. I've kind of burned out in video games. Yeah, so I don't know. It comes back to this. I'm just mindlessly playing Call of Duty at the moment. I am currently grinding out Dark Matter. That is That is the only way I can enjoy Call of Duty. It's just have fun playing zombies. It's a great time.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Overwatch as well. I'm slowly getting back into that competitive nature. I want not the rage aggressive fucking. Oh my god, I gotta do good. No, it's more of just like, you know what? Like, this is my skill set. I want to just see where this is in terms of competitiveness.
Yeah.
And just have fun from there. If I get better naturally, then I'd be like, dude, that's great. But I'm not trying.
Yeah, I see.
I get you.
Such a weak mindset.
Yeah. So I'm just mindlessly going through. If I get better, I get better. If not, that's totally fine. I'm on cruise control right now. That's what I'm on.
Sebastian, did you say that's a weak mindset?
Yeah.
I chose to ignore you because fuck you. Anyways. No. I heard it too. Fuck you.
It's a weak mindset. What a dick.
It's a weak mindset.
Were you there when I said that earlier today?
I don't think I was. I think I barely just joined.
Oh, it's because I was talking about Angel. I was talking about what Ninja said when he was talking about like how people say, "Oh, it's just a game, right?" He like tweeted out like,
Oh,
"Oh, when people say it's just a game, it's such a weak mindset."
Yeah, it
What
is.
you say to me, you little shit?
Going back to our professional casual stuff, and it's just a game. There's no point in getting mad.
Yeah, I'm so done, dude. Like I can't just afford to be mad anymore. Like
That's
I
all
really can't.
like people should just try to direct themselves to being like, it's a game, and I'm gonna have shitty matches, but I just want to have fun.
I will get frustrated, but I will never get mad.
Everyone gets frustrated. That's why I like Battlefield so much, because I can just do the fuck I want.
Yeah.
Do I want to charge into enemy lines with nobody there? Yeah, fuck it. Do I want to sneak past enemy lines and snipe and kill people from the back because I'm a douche? Fuck yeah. Do I want to run across a bridge with tanks shooting at me and not get killed because I'm a badass? But in fact, I just got lucky. Of course. Good shit. I just like having fun playing multiplayer games.
Well, anyways, that is me. Just on cruise control, having a good time.
Nice.
Trying to get back into the groove.
That's good.
Yeah.
Hopefully everybody can do that during this COVID. I don't know if you can say this on YouTube.
Oh, no, you really can't. I totally remember. You can't say that.
Oh god, Angel, you gotta do a look back.
You have to beep that. You can't say that.
Convince. I had to put a fucking timer there. God damn it!
During these times in which we have to start enjoying
Backstreet Boys concert,
being at home.
Backstreet Boys reunion tour.
Nice Game Grumps reference.
Hopefully everyone can just play games to have fun. Hopefully these new games that are coming out this year would do that. New games and new anime that I'm gonna be watching. Keep that in mind. Me putting that. No, actually, I haven't watched anything from last year, so I can't really do a review. Fuck it. I'll do something else. Anyway, thank you so much, Raymundo, Raymond, for coming on. It was a pleasure. Almost
I was glad to be here.
Almost broke 3 hour record. You're just shy of 15 minutes.
Trust me, if I wanted to go longer, I would have.
Probably.
Oh yeah, there was
we
a
all
lot.
could have done this. We've all could have done this so longer.
I mean, we went on a 1 hour tangent about fighting games.
Oh, yeah.
I was so ready for another hour of shitting on The Last of Us. And
I would have been down for that too.
And,
yeah. Well, like, I think I've just grown to not hate it anymore. It's more like I just feel indifferent about it.
Yeah,
but
I'm just like, I never played the game, so I don't really. My opinion doesn't really matter. Does not matter. It's just that from what I've seen, I'm like, this story could have been good if it was paced good.
Yeah, all in all, could have been better.
Because I heard the gameplay was really fun. I'm hearing from Sebastian. He's like, I love the gameplay of it. I'm like, really? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I fucking love gameplay. I'm like, what about the story?
Yeah.
Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Which, that I'm also getting back into that for some fucking reason.
Oh yeah, you fucking doing
I'm
that.
just playing Monster Hunter every day. I don't know why. It's because I see Rise and I'm like, you lucky pricks.
Oh god.
So I'm like, God damn it, I can't play Rise, but I can play World. Yay. And also Rise just got a new update, a free update, literally 2 weeks after its release.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, you motherfuckers, you sons of bitches.
That's the greatest thing is that there are so many times where you have tried to close Angel, but then you get brought back.
I get brought back. It's okay. It's fine. Sebastian,
All this cut in post.
Yeah,
yes.
Thank you for coming back again. Are my dedicated guest co-host. I don't know.
It's my dedicated guest.
Next week, hopefully, we might have.
Let's face it, it's 2 weeks. It would be like 2-3 weeks.
Probably 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, depending on the schedule of everybody. Our boy Alan or Monty might come on. If not Monty, then Juan. I would really like Juan to. Hopefully, he'll be on next week if he has time. He's a really busy man. And if not Juan, then Guillermo. But I kind of want to save Guillermo for the end of season 1 of the BCK podcast.
Damn, there's seasons.
Yeah, it's seasons. Because I have to get through everybody.
There's a narrative going on.
And I kind of want to finish with Guillermo because I feel like that's going to be my craziest podcast. Just the sheer content of that man.
I am so hurt.
This is the first time we actually have not talked about anime the entire time. Like there was no anime in this one. It was pure games.
Well, we did mention
Attack on Titan, but
the
game
for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. See, this is just me of an untapped potential. Like I've only talked about one topic, and that was games.
Good. I really liked it. Hopefully next time we can talk about RPGs and anything else. Thanks for joining us. This is another 3-hour podcast video. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was going to take this long, but you saw the fucking time card. So, dude.
I didn't know either.
We told Raven, hey, it's gonna, it could span from an hour to 3 hours, maybe more.
Holding me against my will.
I better see those $5 in my PayPal. I didn't shout out your channel for nothing. That or some Filipino food.
Fuck it. I'll give you Filipino food.
Fuck yes, dude. You have no idea. I've been friends with Raymond
in the next 10 years.
8 years, and I've never had his Filipino food. And I opened my house, let him in my house, eat my food. You didn't bring me shit. I'm hurt.
Oh my god. Bro, I want to talk about food, but that's going to wait for another time.
Again, leave that like, ring that bell, subscribe if you want Raymond back for another episode. If not, then we're going to cast him aside. We'll bring back Aaron and Enrique.
Like who the hell invited this Filipino? Anyways.
Kidding. All right. I'll see you guys next time. Look out for the Honey Pop review with me and Enrique. That's coming out pretty soon in the next year.
Oh, dear God.
Thanks for the heads up.
We finished Honey Pop 1, so we're going to be reviewing that hopefully next week. And then Honey Pop 2, well, Enrique's kind of slow, so we get there. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.